Yo, what it do, Revenger crew? We are live, direct action, coming at you with the best in underground music tonight, man. Big shout to my man, Demigod Status, our A1 since day one. We don't really see him around the stream as much as we used to because he's usually out in the world doing some form of open mic, spreading his musical message, as the case may be. But big shout to Demigod Status. We got 4-year casual consumption, volume 2, and you know, normally I would be comfortable saying the acronym, but I am trying to keep the channel up and running and not getting it banned. So we're not going to, not banned, but demonetized, deregulated, moved down in the social order. So we got lots to come tonight, man. Crazy things happen in this country. A lot to talk about, man. A kid, big shouts to young black man from New Orleans, received 185 college acceptance letters, 10 million in scholarships. So big shouts to homie. That young man's name is Dennis Barnes. We'll talk more about that after the first song of the night off of the inbox. All the songs tonight coming straight from the inbox. No Reddit joints tonight, man. Just out the inbox. And then, of course, we got Demigod's joint for your casual consumption, volume 2, the FUCK tape. Let's get into this GM response.
You have money, You have money. And you are horny. Well, why are you horny? What is the horny? What's all about? You have money. Elle veut bouger à l'homme, mais elle venait de France. Ça fait qu'est-ce qu'elle veut? She do what she wants. Attention seeking bitch. Tryna get a response. Si je m'en faut qu'elle fasse attention qu'elle danse. Look.
Beat so far is alright.
Dis my mom, kid, whoever you touch can stay off these drugs. My soldiers are gone. To burn that same new line, same fiends. 2 9s 18, got nothing on my blicky and 2 G's. Right, never.
Not a lot of presence. Not a lot of.
19, I was YNC. 3 times 3. So they spoke on boys, so RIP, watch them DIE.
So he's got a really deep tone. I don't know if it's actually in the mix or if that's just his voice, but there's not as much presence. It almost sounds like he's sitting next to you talking to you about something instead of rapping. I need a little bit more personality.
I got CID trying to CID. KMT. I hate PIGs. Big GG, I'm a VIP. She want SMD in the AMG. She don't even know that the car's on lease. I put ups in the A&E. OMG. Shot it too long, had to split it in 3 guys, dropped the farm. OFB, now I'm fighting a charge. You can be dead for that shit that you said in your bars. Stop trying to be hard. She's playing too much, I don't like when she starts.
It's just not a lot of style to it. It's not a lot of identifiable personality. He sounds okay, and he's saying some slick things. You know, he's talking okay. The talk is decent. You know, what he's saying is okay, but like, it's just boring. It's just very plain. This is like dry toast.
OFB, now I'm fighting a charge. You can be dead for that shit that you said in your bars. Stop trying to be hard. She's playing too much, I don't like when she's.
I like how they shooting videos in the post office though.
Starts. Bitch, I'm a trapper. Stop trying to tell me about signs of a star. Look, if I spin her, you driving the car. Let's throw you the boat, will you open your mouth? Or is all this for clout? Tell my work, I'm getting complaints. Like, what's all this about? Catch them in traffic, we cornered them in. All angles are closed, no other way out. They're trying to beef in house, got slimed out. He was running his mouth when he's running around. I got beef with the cause they're trying to take over the town. They got.
So when you have a drill beat like this too that has a hard bass line to it and it has a lot of thump to it, I think you really got to bring some energy over top of it. Otherwise, you kind of get swallowed up a little bit. I'm noticing the beat way more than I'm noticing him because he's not rapping with a lot of personality. I also don't think this mix is super thorough. You know, your voice isn't sparkly. It's not springy. It doesn't have a lot of action on it. It's very plain. It's not really that palatable for a continual listen, in my opinion.
Riches on purple and blue. There's no point reloading it brown. If I spin this whip, baby girl, you holding it.
It's kind of forgettable.
Took it to try. Would you open your mouth? Would you get understand? Would you speak to the crowd?
I do like the personality though.
Just don't let me down. So bro, let me down. Stepped out of bounds. Didn't wanna slide. You just wanna put on a show like a clown. He's not one of mine. Look, don't die over Instagram live. Girls get hit too if they chill on that crowd.
I also think if you're gonna do a video, you know, where you're gonna have your face covered and you don't have a lot of personality in your song, you don't have a lot of action, the song is kind of plain. I don't think that serves you well because not only can I not pick up a lot personality-wise, but I'm looking at you and I don't see much because you got a mask on your face. So this is a little odd to me, man.
Oh, look, keep showing them guys. Had to burn that same new line, same fiends. 2 9s 18, got nothing on my blicky and 2 G's. Right, never SING. At age 18 at the G19, I was YNC. 3 times 3. So they spoke on boys, so RIP, watch them DIE. Look.
Yeah. Also, I don't recommend shooting videos like that when you're walking through stores. I mean, maybe you talk to the people first, but I don't know. That just seems problematic for a store owner. I didn't really care for it if I'm being perfectly honest. There wasn't a lot of emotion, a lot of power, a lot of energy. It was really, I'm kind of standing next to you and talking in your ear. I didn't really care for that. I thought the video was really silly. All your covered faces. First of all, a bunch of black dudes in public with their faces covered. I just think that's a bad idea, number one. But number two, how do we know who you are? Why are you shooting the video if we can't see your face? I mean, I would be okay if you had the mask on for some of it and took it off. But like, if you're really trying to sell your product, how can I want to purchase who you are if I can't see you? I don't know. What up, Swish? Yeah, I just, it's not for me, man. It really isn't something I would replay again. I did like the beat, but I thought the vocals were boring. Not a lot of pop to it, not a lot of spice in the content, not a lot of spice in the delivery. It just feel like it's been done a lot, man. I don't know. I think you got to be more creative than that. Again, shout out to the homie Dennis Barnes, New Orleans high school senior, man. Announced his decision. He goes to International High School of New Orleans. He has gotten over $10 million in scholarships, 185 college acceptance letters. He's going to Cornell University, man, to pursue computer science. I'm sure that dude is going to change the world. I think that's hard. 4.98 GPA, graduating 2 years early. Big shouts to the homie Dennis Barnes, young black dude from New Orleans. Man, that's dope. Keep things rolling as far as the music goes. That first one from GM, I didn't give it a score. I didn't like it. It totally lacked energy for me. And then I don't understand covering your face if you're shooting a music video. Why shoot a video if they can't see your face? I don't get that either. Maybe it's just not for me. Maybe it's just for another generation. I'm gonna go ahead and go 74 on that one. You gotta have more personality and intonation in your voice. You gotta give me something. If you don't have big rhyme schemes, if you don't have big dope intricate patterns, that's cool, man. You don't have to do all that, but you at least gotta be like have a good voice and know how to use it. You know, be kind of animated. Give us a little more than you gave us. Let's get into this next one, man. Cage Targaryen got this one sent to me in the inbox as well. The name of this one is Long As I Live.
I mean, I know I ain't got all the answers.
And believe me, you can leave me alone.
I ain't perfect, I ain't good, I ain't bad. Just trying to figure it out, trying to live.
Then I was down about a quarter, now I'm up that. I see it's not about the loss, it's the comeback. Last year I lost my father, but I got my son back. Still be holding trauma, ain't trying to unpack. Son, I be tripping, had to cut the BM, she had me.
I like how he started this one out, man. It's not about the loss, it's about the comeback. I like the inspirational joint. Okay, I'm interested. You got my attention. Let's see what you got, Cage.
Trying to figure it out, trying to live.
Then I was down about a quarter, now I'm up that. I see it's not about the loss, it's the comeback. Last year I lost my father, but I got my son back. Still be holding on to trauma, ain't trying to unpack. Son, I be tripping, had to cut the BM, she had me slipping. She tried to screw me too many times and end up stripping. Friends turn enemies, bad karma affects your living. Probably like 13 when daddy got out of prison.
Man, he talking some real stuff. He said karma affects your living. He was 13 when his pops got out of prison. He's talking some real talk right now.
My life was different. Borderline.
What's up, Cage?
But I was on a mission. Streets in high definition. Work was on commission. I learned to make better decisions. I was on collision.
Okay.
Now I'm on winning young and you ought to listen. But the youth don't trust our footsteps. Hope they realize these ain't hood steps. I did my best. And Hennessy don't wash away regrets. And I promise
Hennessy don't wash away regrets. Demigod.
Nah, you can't just tell them, don't do what I do, just do what I say. It don't work like that.
Believe me, you can leave me alone.
Cause they gon' emulate what they see. So my end game is to every day try to get better and become that example.
As long as I live, I'ma take my little section of grid. Me and my whiz, me and my kids.
Me and my whiz.
Me and a bit.
Me and my whiz.
Taste the change base. Wait, is it automatic?
Definitely old school vibes, man. I like the conversation though. He's giving you some gems. He's giving you some bars. I like the authenticity of it, man. This feels real. It feels from the heart. Nothing phony about it. I will say though, it's a little old school, man. This isn't. You ain't gonna hear this nowadays, man. He said my wife, my whiz, or something like. Well, you refer to your wife as your whiz. That's 80s, 90s right there.
That two addicts make an addict. Nah, my old jeans, you can have it. I'ma need new fits with the Lord as my witness. Don't care what they say and hope they stacking they 2 cents. Time 5, they drop dimes. And the village aided the crime. Hood told, some paid it in blood, some paid it in time. Me, made it, I'm fine. Navigated the signs. But in hindsight, don't really need you tracing these lines. Fine, don't trust our footsteps. Just understand we took steps. I did my best.
You said Nas. I was thinking Quan, that dude that had that. Can we please get a moment of silence? It remind me of that joint.
And then the Swedes gonna make them forget. And I promise I'ma pay.
That's good though. I definitely feel the Nas comparison too, for sure.
To be a work in progress.
Let me just live my
At least it's
life.
progress. Yeah, better than yesterday.
Leave me alone.
You know what it is
Let me just
tomorrow.
live my life like life. And believe me, you can leave me
Yeah, it's right. Until then, I'ma live my life. You can leave me alone. Setbacks won't dim my light. Long as I live, I'ma live my life. You can leave me alone.
Yeah, so from a vocal standpoint, thank you. Also, big shouts to Wifey. Wifey's always tuned in, always showing love. But now that she's here, I can say thank you again for allowing me to sleep. I took like a 4-hour nap today, man. It was life changing. like literally life changing. It was fantastic. Thanks to Wifey, man. Big shouts. Let's keep things rolling. So I like the verbals of it, man. I like what you were saying. I like the style. It felt New York. You know, Swish said the Nas vibes were heavy. I agree with that 110%. I liked it, but I can also see it. I can see it struggling to break through in the current climate, man. I think a lot of us old heads are gonna have trouble getting through nowadays, and I can see that struggle. But on the same token, there's a lot of visual things you can see in it, a lot of honesty, a lot of vulnerability, a lot of truth. You know, I believe what he's saying. It don't feel false. It don't feel forced. So I like a lot of aspects. I'm gonna go 84. I think. Drop your scores. 95. Swish is out there. You shouted us out. That's love. Can't really hear the mix. That's fair, but it was a vibe. Yeah, the mix is alright. I don't think it was great. I think it sounded kind of basic. It didn't sound super polished, and I think that's partly to do with my score as well. I just wanted to show y'all this video because it warmed my heart when I saw it earlier. I get Wifey sends me some great reels. Look at this one. I don't think she sent me this one, but she always does send good ones. Look at how many people were in this elevator, man. It's like a legit clown car situation. Look at this. Look at that. They just keep coming out. That's fantastic. And it all seems like they were in good spirits too. Like, that's huge. Look at how many people. How big was this elevator? Good Lord. I bet it's stinking there though. Let's watch it one more time. And then we'll get into the next song. Uh-oh. Look at all these people, man. There's at least like 70 people in there. It seems like they had fun though. It seemed like it was a good time though. But you know it's stinking there though. You know it couldn't smell good in there. But everybody looks so happy. That makes me happy, man. People are getting along. All right, man, let's get into it. For your casual consumption, the FUCK tape, Volume 2. My man Demi's in the building. Shouts to DEMIGOD. Yeah, man. At least they got along. See, you never know. People can end up brawling in there. As tight as it was, people still find a reason to do ridiculous things. I do like this very misogynistic cover art we got right here. That's kind of a joke and kind of sincere as well. I do like it, but it is, yeah. Let's get into this. Big shouts to my man DGS Demigod. What does it mean? The FUCK tape, Volume 2. Santana, what up, bro? Ooh, the intro with the piano. I can appreciate that. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fuck Volume 2. Now, before we start with this album, it's important to have a conversation on what it means. Fuck. It's a verb. It's a noun. It's an adjective. And it's a name if you try hard enough. But what they don't tell you
The Scrippers
is an acronym. You fucking dorks.
For your casual consumption.
Let's go ahead and evaluate. Let's go ahead into the first song, Deadpan. GB slowly on the track as well. Shout out to Wanye. He's got merch that just dropped. I'm at the cop some merch. Happy Saturday night, gang. DEMIGOD.
Deadpan, you a dead man walking, a stalking nightmare. Deadpan, you a dead man walking, a stalking nightmare. Deadpan, you a dead man walking, a stalking nightmare. Deadpan, you a dead man walking, a stalking nightmare. All I see around me are dead men with their Vicodin snacking, like candy bar habits, all contraband lacking. A North Star racking, a robot passion. It's back in fashion, and I'll be outlasted. These fake clowns gassing, these moms that I'm outclassing. Follow leaders, but Simon says I don't need ya. Clientele with no features, all the sales.
Ooh.
From escapades of the dark days of their heart.
So I think what I like the most is like there's a part earlier in the song I did have a little trouble hearing you, but it cleared up, and I don't know if that was distortion from the beat or what, but then it cleared up. I like how I think you've really gotten good over the years. I mean, because I've known you some years now. The mixes feel tighter. Like this, I can hear you so much better on this track already. That makes me really, really happy. Because I used to struggle to hear what you're saying, but now I can make it out pretty clearly.
I'm robot bashing, it's back in fashion, and I'll be outlasted. These fake clowns gassing, these moms that out my classing. Follow leaders, but Simon says I don't need ya. Clientele with no features, all their sales are rip rocks from escapades of the dark days of their hearts. Jailed right from the start, get falling in harsh seas that I'm caught in by the breezes that I fought with. My lease on this rotten existence, keep a distance, my wingspan and CT. I'm limitless to these NBC restrictions, keep posing for the dominance. Put samples right on the fence, like I'm on the fence to your shit defense while I'm in the deep end. I'm drowning all you mannequins, keep drowning and panicking. I'm drowning all you mannequins, keep drowning.
So I would want to know, Eons, what up, G? I would want to know what that means, drowning the mannequins. So you're drowning. I do like this. Your music already has me kind of going, what's he talking about? So drowning the mannequins, you're struggling. I'm trying to come with some themes. I always want to check out the themes. You told me to come with this with you said come at this with no preconceived notions. Done. Now I'm trying to put together the themes. So you're drowning these mannequins. So the idiots, the dummies, is that what you're saying? Drowning the dummies?
Keep drowning. Deadpan, you a dead man walking, a stalking nightmare. Deadpan, you a dead man walking, a stalking nightmare. Deadpan, you a dead man walking, a stalking nightmare. Deadpan, you a dead man walking, a stalking nightmare. Deadpan, you a dead man walking, a stalking nightmare.
A stalking nightmare. So this kind of has a that's fair. That's fair, Swish. That's absolutely fair. Yeah, no. So you make this sounds like rebel music off the top. And I also feel like you're challenging. You know, a lot of this feels like challenging the status quo. You know, it feels like rebel music. I guess I don't have to really elaborate on what rebel music is. That's what it feels like.
Nightmare. Deadpan, you a deadpan, you a dead man talking nightmare. Deadpan, you a dead man walking, a stalking nightmare. Deadpan, you a dead man walking, a stalking nightmare. Deadpan, you a dead
It almost has an eerie like 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. When you say I'm a stalking nightmare, that's what it makes me think of. Yeah, that's facts. I do feel like it's authentic. I like it. It has a time and place. That's not anytime music for me. You know what I'm saying? But it gets you in a kind of a rage mode. Appreciate you saying 10. I got you, bro. I do like the fact that it makes you feel something. It gives me kind of. I mean, Demi has always given me rage vibes as long as I've known him. You know, his music is good to really lose your mind and do felonious acts too. But I also feel like he challenges authority. He's very contrarian, and not just for the sake of being contrarian, maybe sometimes, but overall it feels like he's challenging you. I like that, man. I really did like that one. It had a vibe to it. Gym music for sure. It had an absolute vibe. Dead man, you're a deadpan, you're a dead man walking a stalking nightmare. Like that makes me feel something. I do like that, man. I think I'm gonna drop that joint off for the 88. I really did like it. There's not a ton I did. Now, there were spots in there where I was wondering what you were talking about. And that's what I'm saying. The one thing I can give you credit for that I do appreciate that not a lot of artists can do, because a lot of artists are very straightforward. Your stuff is always a little bit more layered, man. Like, you're one of them dudes that if you had, speaking of tangents, if you had your lyrics in a little book jacket, I would want to read them. Because you really do stuff. And that's the old head in you. You know what I mean? That's the old school in you. To make joints that, you know, that actually drive thought, you know what I mean? Because let's be honest, there ain't a lot of people doing that these days. I mean, you know, you got some artists, if you really look for it. Big shouts to my homie T Swayze. He does that kind of stuff. I appreciate that kind of thing. He does it in a very different way, though. Let's go ahead and get Santana popping. He hit the super duper. We'll get him rolling. Or he hit the Cash App. Cash Appage. This is the Wakanda. What's it called? Wakanda Forever. Doesn't look like it was a freestyle. Let's see if I can find it. Get it rocking here. Here we go. Wakanda Forever. Our homie Santana. What up, though? Happy Saturday, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Major, that's you?
We got the drop on a nigga, broke off in the bush, and I'ma post up in the lead. Niggas was talking too much, shoot up the crib, wait till he come out the squeak. He try to roll, cut a shot to the back of the neck, and not all the nigga can't breathe. We getting up close when he fall to his knees. You know that it's done when the bitch. Beam on the back when we pop at the whip, nigga. Dumb if he think that he ducking from these little brody and Chris, so you better not stick a D-time in the sip when he laying. If ring anybody get hit when we bet on our ship, if you love it, you better tell him, gonna say no bullets gon' rip to his head.
This is already like a chase scene. Yeah, this would be real good for movies, man. This feels like either a chase scene or a scene where something bad is about to happen. This comes on ominous, and the fact that you start on this track going 100 miles an hour is crazy to me. Now I'm gonna keep it a buck like I always do. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but you are 150 miles. As soon as the track starts, you're on go. Like this is like a sprint.
Major, that's you?
Turn that up. Young Max. This wicked boy.
We got the drop on a nigga, broke off in the bush, and I'ma post up in the lead. Niggas was talking too much, shoot up the crib, wait till he come out the squeak. He try to roll, cut a shot to the back of the neck, and not all the nigga can't breathe. We getting up close when he fall to his knees. You know that it's done when the bitch out the weed. Beam on the back when we pop at the whip, nigga. Dumb if he think that he ducking from these little brody and Chris, so you better not stick a D-time in the sip when he laying. If ring anybody get hit when we bet on our ship, if you love it, you better tell him, gonna say no bullets gon' rip to his head. If he trip up my video, can't wait to his big figure fucking the blick, cause I love when they creamy. You know that it's squirting when you hit a scream, and brody see ready to win.
I don't know how this works, but it does. It works too. Like I gotta tell you, I am really doing my best to hear what you're saying, and I don't feel like you're mumbling or being muffled. I just feel like the pace at which you're rapping, not a lot of people are gonna be able to make that out.
For the credit began, the spot then he scoring a 3. I charge that so you know what to bring if we ever get but nigga know that to say solo whip nigga. We don't do donuts and knees, only spinning and both can throw in the knees. Bitches know what I got on the song when he think he start feeling a bitch. I toss someone to think he keep telling the whole we put on for his team, but not telling the whole we never blew a thing. Get him line by the bit for thinking what his thing. He get hit in his car for thinking he a king. I be smoking all this, I'm looking for a beat. I'm a trapper, we can't get a hard to see. It's a fact that niggas ain't a fact that nigga. All these rapping niggas really rapping niggas. Tell him go and get back and stop rapping nigga. He got hit and they win and ain't trapping niggas, but he get on the app trying to cap niggas like he meant to get took off the meth niggas. Tell him stop all that.
I guess I do have to ask this question, Santana. What are you trying to accomplish with this? Because it's impressive to a degree. Because there's a couple things about rapping like this. Like, it almost comes off as a Eminem, like, rap guide. Like, okay, you can do 100 million miles an hour and fairly clearly, but what are we accomplishing with it? Like I said, I can see it. If you're trying to use this in any kind of video media, I can see it. But outside of that, man, like, I gotta agree. Like, it works, but it kind of doesn't at the same time. Like, now that we're about we're a minute and 22 seconds into the song, and I'm kind of like, okay.
Niggas that person from the Kanika. Passenger bro, gon' blow like a speaker. Say he ain't defeated, know it's gonna beat him. He mentioned my desk, they ain't went to meet him. Ain't no coming back when he gone and you keep him. Pop out with a deuce at the road street sweeper. Call a fast when we pull up a leader. Like T-Rex, that's looking like he got blister. If you feel it's a problem, lean, don't go to the Fed, but keep it in the street. Shoot to the end when I'm done on the east. Niggas talking, but never got back from beat. Telling the bitch that he looking for me, but the pussy's on me and act like he ain't Pete. Hit the black one, juice on the seat, bitch. I pop at the whip, ain't no ducking from me. Niggas start falling and scraping their knees, but you know about hearing them. Begging you please, be checking that shit for the cat to the east. You know, going to wood, I smoke them out of teeth. Trying to get out the hood and go through his that piece and make sure that the niggas that's with me go eat. Some niggas that's scared.
Yeah, and then I almost feel like, what are you? So I guess at the end of the day, what are you trying to accomplish with this song? When you put this out, what are you trying to accomplish? Because I gotta tell you, man, the first 30 seconds were like revolutionary to me, and now I'm just over it because I don't know what you're talking about, and we're still going. Most people don't run marathons, right? Not a huge portion of society does that, right? And so, For channel promotion, oh, that makes sense then. As long as it's a short thing, because I don't know that you're gonna get a lot of replay value on this, but I can see if you clicked onto if I went onto a YouTube channel and heard this, I would want to watch the video. So this is 100% accomplishing that.
Some wanna beat it, some niggas that never gon' get them a plea. Hearing my music and she tryna rob. Saying the shit that I'm saying, a bob. I'm moving the hips to the unreleased. That I got scared of dying, taking you to the top, but can't able making you go pop.
You know, unfortunately, one thing that also happens, you know, one thing I would watch if I were you, I'm not saying don't do your speed raps, because that's what you do well. So I'm not mad at you for doing it. Do what you're good at. Like, that makes sense to me. But I would say that if you want to gain more fans, you're going to have to probably slow it down. You got to give them something they can hold on to, man. If they don't have anything they can hold on to, then it's going to be very hard for them to identify with you as an artist. You know what I mean? That's kind of what Demi was saying as well. Like, you have to have traits as an artist that make you distinguishable. It could be a vocabulary. Yours is probably your speed, right? But I think speed can only take you so far. If you look at somebody like Twista, legendary Chicago MC Twista, you don't really get a national fan base if that's what you're looking for. You don't really get that off of rapping 100 miles an hour. You still got to rap about something. You know what I mean? You still got to have some good soul to it. But I definitely think for a channel promotion, it's fantastic. I would probably go 84, maybe 83. Why, Wizzy? What's up, my brother? Appreciate you. I know it's like, what, 11:30 over there or something, man. How's your life? Are you at work? What you doing? What you doing, busybody? You be out in the streets getting it. Let's keep things rolling, man. I'm going to show y'all something disgusting here in a moment. Man, I'm going to just show y'all right now. A spider took nest in a woman's ear. And so this is what it looks like. This is the most disturbing thing to me. There's a spider living in this woman's ear. There's the spider. You can see little arms, little eyes. It's inside her ear living. Sichuan, China. Yeah, man. She's in her 40s. She said she had a ringing sound in her ear. And they did an endoscopy and showed that there was a spider in her eardrum. So... also was raising a colony. So it was a live spider raising it. So if your fears weren't unlocked in the beginning, it was also a colony being raised in her ear. So yeah, man, I don't know. Good luck to you. Go to sleep, maybe put some cotton balls in your ears. I don't know. Let's keep things rolling. Back with my man DEMIGOD STATUS, the homeboy. Let's get into this next one. This is Ration. FUCK tape, volume dose. Uber home, time for the cook up. Yeah, go ahead,
Passing out my rations when that's all I got left. We've eaten everything we got and cupboards and the shelves, but you keep asking me for more like I just don't need the help. So I be starving just for you to feel like it's all swell. When I'm in hell, I'm stuck inside my mind like it's a shell. It can repel everything that be attacking myself. My ego limited with limitless ambitions, drilling everywhere like purposes and choices that decide to leave.
This is deep. This actually stopped me from talking. That doesn't happen very often.
Passing out my rations when that's all I got left. We've eaten everything we got in cupboards and the shelves, but you keep asking me for more like I just don't need the help. So I be starving just for you to feel like it's all swell. When I'm in hell, I'm stuck inside my mind like it's a shell. It can repel everything that be attacking myself. My ego limited with limitless ambitions, drilling everywhere like purposes and choices that decide to leave. For the stare, dead dancing in the moonlight for the lack of stairs. A solitude like a throat, inhaling this night air like I might tear, right? Like I might care.
When you say a solitude lycanthrope, what is a lycan? Did I hear that correctly?
Solitude lycanthrope and
okay, no, we're gonna, you know what? We're gonna look that up now. Lycanthrope, lycanthrope. Dang, look at the vocab on this dude. What is it? Oh, it's like a werewolf. Holy cow, that's pretty hard. You made me look something up that I found interesting. That's pretty cool. All right, back to the song. Sorry about that. A lycanthrope, a solitude werewolf, he says. Wow.
That decide to leave for the stare, dead dancing in the moonlight for the lack of stairs. A solitude lycanthrope, inhaling this night air like I might tear, right? Like I might care, right? So my bait's on sleeves you can rip through easy. Like, please believe me when I say I got a black box for a heart. I traded it for a spark, cause generating negativity is really more than just art. To me, it's my reality, a nightmare a la carte.
He said generating negativity is his reality. Man, that's kind of what's in your head with this one, man? This is deep.
Too easy. Like, please believe me when I say I got a black box for a heart. I traded it for a spark, cause generating negativity is really more than just art. To me, it's my reality, a nightmare a la carte. Rationality got me treading on broken glass, like a boulevard of these broken dreams is what I have. Rationality got me treading on broken glass, like a boulevard of these broken dreams is what I have. Rationality got me treading on broken glass. Rationality got me treading on broken glass.
I know you don't care. I don't think this song was written to have. This was kind of like a get some things off my chest kind of. It screams loneliness. I don't like the hook though. The hook is kind of plain.
Rationality got me treading on broken glass, like a boulevard of these broken dreams is what I have. Rationality got me treading on broken glass. Glass sessions got me bored staring out the window with an extender and an infrared scope to see where the sin goes. Paying Peter at the gates, reminding where a king go. Still in limbo with the simple mental, crash and eat until I'm peeling ceilings with a new memento. More a story till I'm soaring high above the glory. Finger flicking tourists looking at my life like purists wouldn't trust me with the jury. Piano wire solutions for absolution till I'm bulletproof.
Piano wires. This one is a little lyrical, lyrical, spherical. This second verse right here, and it just sounds like you were throwing smart words together. And sometimes I feel like you can get a little into your let me show you how smart I am bag, which that's fine. I mean, you are highly intelligent. That's evident, but like I think sometimes in this area at least it seems like you're going off on like an intelligent showcase.
Proving everything like my truth is worth anything. Lighting gas like bulletproof is no use. You either scream until you mute or look for hope in the noose. Rationality got me treading on broken glass, like a boulevard of these broken dreams is what I have. Rationality got me treading on broken glass, like a boulevard of these broken dreams is what I have. Rationality got me treading on broken glass. Rationality got me treading on broken glass. Rationality got me treading on broken glass, like a boulevard of these broken dreams is what I have. Rationality got me treading on broken glass. Rationality got me treading on broken glass. Rationality got me treading on broken glass. Rationality got me treading on.
I like the cuts at the end. So I like the first verse. The first verse is really introspective and like almost a little vulnerable. You felt sad. The second verse got into a little bit. It was a little too heady for me. You know what I mean? It was almost like, you know, I don't know if y'all know the show Frasier. I grew up watching Frasier with my mom. And Frasier's a good show, but sometimes it goes out of its way to show you how smart it is, and I'm like, I know, that's why I watch it. So that's kind of how I felt with that second verse. Like I got it. But you made me look up something mid-song. I'm not quickly moved to look up anything. So that to me is some high marks. I didn't love it was a little sleepy to me. I didn't love the beat. I thought you really were interesting in the first one. Feels undone, bass, no bass. Yeah, definitely a very empty beat to me too. But that didn't bother me as much. No, Frasier was fire, bro. I can't. Don't come here with your Frasier slander. I don't need that. I won't accept that. It's not okay. Also, yeah, the track is cool. I probably would have left it at 90 seconds. I love that you have so many different sides. You know, in true Gemini fashion, you got like 9 different personalities. I get sometimes, and I love that. I'm the same way. But in this one, toward the end, I'm just like, all right. So overall, not a bad song. I'd probably go 85. Nothing wrong with it, really. There were aspects of it that I found unfulfilling. Like the second verse, like the beat wasn't anything to write home about. The hook wasn't that great. So, but it still wasn't terrible. I like the. Seinfeld was a better show. I'm not. That's not a debate I'm having with you. But Frasier was cool, man. I used to watch to go to sleep too, because it's kind of boring. I mean, in all reality. So let's keep things rolling. We got my mans who just hit the super duper chat. We'll get him popping off in a second. Yeah, I don't know. You asked earlier, how dirty you got to be to have a colony of spiders living in your ear? I try not to judge, man. I try not to judge. I really do my best to just to just not judge people. You know, I don't know what her situation is. She could have a very clean home and just happen to sleep where her wall could be where a nest of spiders lives, and one of them could have just fell in there. I mean, you don't really know, so I'm not gonna call her disgusting. It does lend itself on that plane, though. I'll be honest about that. But I ain't gonna call her. Also, look at this Freddie Gibbs stuff, man. Man, if y'all ever become wildly successful, so I'm glad I'm married. I'm very thankful for that. Because, man, the game don't seem fun, man. You know, it's just, and I got a good one. She looks out for me. She cooks good. You know, she's fantastic. I'm gonna just count my lucky stars. Let's keep things going the way you going freestyle right here. Our man Santana. Let's get him on the build. Then we'll jump back into the FUCK tape. So far, I'm enjoying it. It's been enjoyable. He's giving me stuff to think about already off the top. I gotta appreciate that. Where you going freestyle, Santana? Oh, my bad. No, I got FF first. I almost played you, F. Never that, Felix. We got Felix, then we got our homie Santana. My bad. That almost happened. Let's get into this beat, my man. Hit the super chat first. Our homie FF. Then we'll jump off into Santana, and then we'll get back into the Demigod joint. Sunset Park, A major. 90 BPM right here. I got you, Brody. I didn't miss you. I gotta tell you, FF, you know you my Jeezy, but I don't think I like this one, man. And look at that. And immediately, that goes to show you how funny people are. I immediately said, nah, this ain't for me. Then you guys like, whoa, what's up with this one? Trust your gut. Don't listen to nobody. This is a little too Wu-Tang Clan-ish for me. Right swords of the. I feel like you gotta have some big like bravado-y. Wow, when I spit the hotness, the flow, the fire. You know, like you gotta because it's so understated. That's why a guy like Demi probably would do great on this because he's not that understated in his songs. Like I'm not either, but this doesn't fit me. It's a little busy for me. And I don't even mean busy as there's a lot of different instruments. I just feel like they're all going a different direction. This to me kind of feels like if a kid hit like a T-ball, he got a hit and he ran to third base. You know, you're like, nah, man, other way. It just sounds like they're going too subtle for Santana. It just feels like they're kind of going in the same in opposite directions. Like they're not on the same page. Was an interesting change up with the drums, like the really live drums in there. That was cool. Like the marching band drums is what they sounded like. Different sequencing. And maybe that's kind of what I'm saying about they're just not all going in the right direction. You know what I mean? What up, Skinny? Skinny BK. kind of see Cole on something like this. Also, let's give a big shout out to my man FF for his work on Now and Never. We did Now and Never last week from the homie Stacks. Fantastic production work on that, my G. I don't think I told you that. I meant to tell you that, but it's fire. Super fire, bro. That's your man FF from 6'5" right there. Fleet Nation DJ. He's in a gang. The Producers with Guns gang. Just playing. Big shouts to the homie FF. Big shouts to Stacks for the album last week. That was Sunset Park A Major. As I said, 90 BPM. I don't know what I would do with it. I don't know. It's not for me. Demi likes it. That just goes to show you, man. It just depends on your style, how you approach something. That to me was a little out of place. It all felt like it was clashing. The instrumentation on it, the flow overall just seemed a little odd to me. But so for me, that's probably like an 83, 82. I didn't love it. It felt very Shaolin-ish. It felt very samurai-ish, and that's cool. It just, it's not for me. Not for me. That's all right. Not a big deal. But yeah, no. My man is nice. He's nice on the production side, no doubt. Let's get to this next one, man. Santa, where you going freestyle? Way too long of an intro, Velvet. What up, boy?
On the book, niggas begging for help, but nobody came, so niggas pot their soap. Keep that G on my waist like a bird. If you thinking the code, the house and make it melt like. No, you can't feel none of the pain that I felt, so that mean you can't deal with the pain that I felt. Like these bitches go through, they ain't leaving nowhere to flow, but they get hot, they trip, I'm like a whoa. Like it bitch, be fanned out. For the bitch, get around, Blake, start taking some bit. If I get in that mood, then I'm better not ship. If you move the wrong way, then I bet you get hit. When I'm up in this bitch, but I drop the whole clip, throw a shot after shot until I hear a click. Like the nigga tougher than the whole 30 trip, only tougher than that, but never made no flicks. Never made no.
So I feel like the vocal on this is a little more scratchy and tough. It almost feels like if you using sandpaper or wood. But if you're gonna have that kind of sound, you really want to cause that. So you want to push that out more. Yeah, I think one of my biggest issues with some of the stuff you do, Santana, is like these beats are so, I don't want to say obnoxious, but they're so aggressive. I think you can keep pace with it, but it really has to be mixed a little bit better.
Any sanity, what? Like, any sanity spinning. They told me to chill, but they know I don't listen. It's dressing this cold. We don't fuck with no Smiths. Like, beam on the blick if he run, I'ma get it.
It reminds me of Trippie Redd.
Please stay out the way if you said you fuck with them, cause bitches get shot and they go on the money. Like, bitches get shot and they go on the like, it's dressing the cold, we don't fuck with them. Like, they told me to chill, but they know I don't. Like, bitch, I get in that mood to start bugging. Please get out the way if you see that I'm turned up. Get the jump in that black, I got turned up. They got the bitch so dark, she gon' get
Agreed, Demi.
be capping like he really bugging, but we don't know niggas never gonna burn none. Nigga pick up a blick, come and burn some. Would've been dead, but that nigga ain't worth none. Like, he would've been dead, but that nigga ain't worth none. Like, come and burn some. Like, come and burn some. Like, please get out there, you set it up. Cause the top of that set it got. Nigga, the bitch on the show with. Nigga be capping like he really, but we don't know niggas never gonna.
Kill the beat.
Hey, right there was the homie Santana, where you going freestyle. So that reminded me of like something Trippie Redd would do. It's very angry, loud, aggressive, kind of in your face. Some new artist. That's what's up. Montana 300 Energy. Okay, yeah, I see that. I think for me, I really want you to press the button on that, man. I think those mixes have to be better. I like that. I like that song aesthetically. Like for what it was screamy, it was energetic, it was kind of pulsating, it was just loud, it was in your face, But the vocals seemed stepped on, the vocals seemed trash. And I think with the right vocal on that, especially with that scrapey, gravelly, angry kind of sound, I think you can go a long way with that. I think there's a big crowd for that. With the mix as it currently is, it's probably honestly that song's probably 84. With a better mix, it's probably 88. Got you. My homie Melancholy's in the bill. Never said he just hit the cashy ashy. I've been watching Succession. I don't know if y'all watched that show, but I didn't like it. I watched it for the second time. I didn't like it as much the first time, but Kieran Culkin is Macaulay Culkin's brother, and he says a lot of like just goofy stuff that you end up like taking, and I want to give it all back because it's not great. Let's keep these rolling. Also, I want to talk to y'all real quick about the most racist thing I've seen in quite some time. Florida, and it's always Florida. A Florida bill is banning Chinese citizens from buying land. I like always coming on this show and like telling y'all something y'all might not know, because like this is crazy and it's very racist. So now it's on Governor DeSantis. This may very well be the next president of the United States. A lot of people think Ron DeSantis is gonna do well, and that scares the mess out of me. But they passed the bill SB 264. Interests of foreign countries prohibits Chinese citizens from purchasing or acquiring real property in Florida or having a small indirect interest in such real property. That's crazy, man. You can't stop people who come to this country with money from buying stuff. Come on, man. That's wild to me. Now we're talking about being so racist that we can't even. Capitalism is an American institution. Now we're not even gonna do capitalism no more. We're giving up on that. I don't know. That's wild to me, man. I've been long enough to see a lot of things in my life, and that is wild. Let's get into this next one, man. Off the FUCK tape, Volume 2, our man Demi has a good showing going so far. One thing I'm really impressed with, I'll probably say this throughout the presentation of his album, is that he's already making me, in the middle of songs, go back and listen to what he said. He introduced me to the word you'll see on the screen right now, lycanthrope, which is pretty hard because I didn't know what that meant, and now I'm going to use it at some point. So when you hear that in one of my bars soon, you'll know I got it from Demigod. Let's keep things rolling. This is track 4. This is Heartache. Then we're going to jump into the Never joint. If you're waiting to get a song played, $1 will get you through. They did it because Chinese people buy land for agriculture. Yeah, I don't think we should do that stuff, though. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. What's the difference? So I don't know, man. So now, I don't know. If we wouldn't do that to... You wouldn't tell no white dude he couldn't buy land. I don't know. You just wouldn't do that to certain people. So why are we doing it to anybody is my question. You wouldn't do that to most people, so don't do it to anyone. It's just like we can't be half in and half out on things all the time, man. All right, let me stop. Let's get into this. Heartache, my man Demigod. Also has the Red-Eyed Jedi on this joint. Let's check it out. Like the guitar, the feeling of the guitar. This is like some 70s stuff right here.
Ooh, baby, how you make my heart ache. Ooh, baby, how you make my earth shake. Driving me crazy when you're gone. So I'll just sit here with this song. Oh, baby, how you make my heart ache. Now I know you just tested my faith. Try to make a believer out of me, but you make me feel what hearts can't be. Oh, baby, just watch me now.
The instrumentation on this a lot. So I don't know if I don't think I've shared this on here, but when I was a kid, like my dad was really into he was really into I don't know if you call it classic rock though, like Rush, Pink Floyd, bands like that. So these long guitarish sections of a song actually bring a lot of like peace to my soul, because I be in my room, my dad listening to stuff like this, so I kind of like it. It's weird. It's oddly placed on an album that's not rock, you know what I mean? But I guess that's you know?
Ooh, baby, how you make my heart ache. Ooh, baby, how you make my heart ache.
Baby, how you make my heart ache. I gotta like that. I do wish it had a little bit more funkiness to it. Ooh, baby, how you make my heart ache. But I do like that for some reason, man. I think it's completely out of place. I like that's out of left field to me, and maybe it tracks with the rest of the album. I'm interested to see if there's any cohesion there. But I mean that's cool, man. I don't even really know how to rate that because I don't take it as a full song necessarily. Like it's more like an interlude to me. Kind of like a little skit almost, but I liked the guitar playing on it. I thought that was fun. Yeah, giving that a score, I would actually probably go like 88. It was cool, you know what I mean? 85 from Switch. Drop a score if you got a score for that one. That was a little, kind of like a little bit of an interlude there. Let's get into the Never joint, and then we'll jump back into some more from the FUCK tape volume 2. Yeah, I mean, and I did. So when I was reading more about the law that they're passing, there was a previous version of it that was restricted citizens from foreign adversaries on purchasing land. I don't know, man. It feels very, very, very paranoid to me. I don't know. I don't love it. I guess I get it, but I don't like it. You know what I mean? So that's just where I'm at with it. Let's get Never up on the screen. We'll get him popping. This is a new artist he's working with. Never usually finds some pretty talented artists. He works with the younger bucks though. He's a little younger. New artist in Dallas. You got a name for this artist, my man? Also, if you got a Instagram, I'd love to put him on the screen. You know what I mean? Definitely Attitude type, not bad. Yeah, you know it's not a ton to make of it. We'll put Never on the screen for now, and if he has an Instagram handle he'd like to share, we'll do that as well. Ooh, baby, how you make my heart. It is stuck in my head, though. So there's that. You know what I mean? Let's keep it rolling. $85 gets degrees. Oh, I should have just played Persephone right away. I wish you had told me that sooner.
Shit finna be cold like going tonight. Hardly ever taking advice. My spirit tell me what's right.
Got a lot of 60s kind of vibes tonight.
I'm hardly losing, just cruising, alluring to the music. What's all that movement? I see movement, it's therapeutic. It weighs like fluid, she don't talk, that ass is fluent. Last night she flew in from LA, treated like a groupie. 7 soul ties to get my mind right. I act twice, you get one chance, you better think twice. My dream night, Zazie beats a freak who like the drain pipes. Insane like niggas who change once they change right. Forget the hard times, the memories fade out just like barred lines. All the shit you searching for is the truth that you can't find. Like mama, this the last time I gotta sell this last line. Always had to get mine.
Don't smoke, we smoke. All they do is leave smoke. He smoke, we smoke. Backwood always need more. She joke, he broke. Couple grand to re-smoke. Peace smoke. More pieces, but we ain't peaceful. Street lights alluring people. J Frisco keep the key from. Lost in the sauce, I need more free calls. You know they be my D-boy. They all twilight like sequel. Pussy pink like unique. PR, I'm with the bad Bariqua.
What do you like about it, FF?
It's the reefer. Pull it out the bed, that bit like Khalifa. New Latina, she singing like Aaliyah. Rolling gas, Medicaid, got 2 bitches, Mary Kate. I don't fuck, I fornicate. Stacking cash, made more today. Finish splash, score today. Ain't no blade, you a whore today. Got them racks in the safe. AP on me, I drip today. Play smoke, we smoke. All he do is leave smoke. He smoke, we smoke. Back would always need more. She joke, he broke. Couple great to reasons, more peace, more pieces, but we ain't peaceful. Play smoke, we smoke. All he do is leave smoke. He smoke, we smoke. Back would always need more. She joke, he broke. Couple great to reasons, more peace, more pieces, but we ain't peaceful.
Yeah, this wasn't it for me. Y'all liked it a lot more than I did. But then again, I'm not a smoker, dude. I'm not a smoker. Like, I don't like. I don't know that whole Currency, Wiz Khalifa, the vibe, and I guess I'm just too old for that shit, man. So it doesn't really move me like that. I think it sounded good. I didn't really hear any mix problems personally. I didn't. You didn't like the mix either, huh? I didn't hear a lot of issues with the mix, but I gotta be honest with you. It wasn't super attention grabbing for me, so I was kind of out on it a little earlier. That might have been why, but it was cool for the smokers vibe. If that's what you do, if you hotbox in a car, like it definitely is a situational song for sure. Didn't blow me away. I go probably 77. Yeah, it's not interesting to me. Nothing really stuck out. It's kind of lazy. It took a while to really do anything for me. So just not my style of music, but didn't do a ton. We got Swish hit the super chat. Let's get back into Persephone. I feel bad. I should have just played it straight through, and then we'll jump off into the Young Swish joint. Let's check it out. Persephone from Demigod Status, the FUCK tape, Volume 2. Always, never. You know we keep it $150 around here, bro. Is this you on the vocal, Demi? Because that's pretty cool. Hey, what's happening, bro? I like it, bro. I can't even front. Hey, let's give a quick tip of the cap to my bro Demigod. The fact that you could go from a song like Deadpan to doing this joint right here, all in one space, all in one tape, that's pretty cool, man. That's a level of diversity that I don't think a lot of people have. You know, big shouts to my man Nutter Tut. Demi, I think you know who Nutter Tut is. He has that same kind of range that you do, but there's not. Those are my favorite artists typically that can do a lot of things. So big shouts to you for that. That's dope, man. Going on the playlist. Persephone. I like that, man. I actually like that a lot. Dope, man. Yeah, I gotta agree with the homie Swish. That was hard. Persephone. Yeah, that's hard, man. That's a really good song. That was a really good song. That was unique. The vocal on it was beautiful. The whole, aesthetic of it, the soundscape, it was pretty. It wasn't harsh. To hit a vocal like that, you probably had a lot of tea before you did that, and then you had some great mixing on the back end. That was good, man. 95 no homie Swish. I'm gonna go 93. I enjoyed that a lot. Now the only reason it gets to 93 is just because of I don't know how often I would listen to it again, but it would definitely be on a chill rainy day or a sad day. Definitely a great song, and I think we got to be aware of the things we can sell, man. You can definitely sell that song. Reminds him of Outkast. FF, drop your score. Big Joji vibes, no homie Swish. Yeah, that's a good song, man. Persephone. I can't say the same in my life. You sing a lot better than I do, bro. Let's check this out real quick before we get into the joint from Swish. Chris Brown and Usher Raymond apparently got into a fight. And I got to tell you, grown men, listen, I don't really respect grown men that fist fight. I really don't. And the reason being is adults look stupid fist fighting. They really, kids don't look that stupid when they fist fight. Adults look stupid. Unless it's a boxing match or it's 100 from the homie FF. That's huge. Unless you are in a boxing match or a UFC gym, adults don't need to be fighting, okay? They just don't. It's silly. Also, I want to say, Chris Brown, you're kind of a clown, man. All right, come on. What are either one of y'all fighting for? I don't get it. You're both worldly talents. You've had great musical runs. I don't understand any of this. This makes me sad. And y'all both light skins, man. Come on, we trying to get back in the game. Kanye almost killed us with that one line. And y'all messing it up by fighting in public like a bunch of dorks. Let's keep things rolling. Let's go ahead and get into the Swish joint. It's like, come on, man. You're grown-ups. I don't know. When I see grown-ups fight, it's just like, just shoot each other already, man. What are we doing? Let's not waste the time. All right, I'm not saying, I'm not advocating for that. I'm just saying, why are we fist fighting, okay? Swish, why can't I find you up here, man? Because I can't type. What's your Instagram? Help me out, Swish. Persephone. Yeah, as an adult, you shouldn't have to, Oh, yeah, you did email it. My bad, dog. I got you. Sorry, bro. I was all into the anger. Yeah, man. Stop it, man. Stop it. We trying to come back out here. New Swish right here. Orbit. He's got an album coming soon, don't you, Swish? I believe you said that.
Yeah. Easily swayed, it's just the way I was made. Rolling with the wind till it's turning to rain. Riding in the sunset like the wild old west. Till I'm touching back down with a style so fresh. You would think I was an outcast, but I know this shit I'm spitting finna outlast. Big rim spinning, I don't really gotta brag about it. Brand new image, but you know I got a bag without it. Time in the ignition till I'm blasting out the orbit. Name in the stars.
Orbit.
Forge it, brand new lease, and that shit look gorgeous. Living my life, homie, why you so concerned? Like the ending of a thriller, that shit really took a turn. Had to dream a little bigger, cause they really wish the worst. Now I'm really on my killer shit, but I ain't talking about no guns, I kill them with my pen and shit. Yo.
So I think you have a good cadence, and I think you have a pretty good flow, Swish. Your bars are a little bit boring, though. They're not really popping the way they should. I'm actually gonna go back.
Brand new image west till I'm touching brain. Riding in the sunset like the wild old west till I'm touching back down with a style so fresh. You would think I was an outcast, but I know this shit I'm spitting finna outlast. Big rim spinning, I don't really gotta brag about it. Brand new image, but you know I got a bag without it. Time in the ignition till I'm blasting out the orbit. Name in the stars, but you know.
I do like your flow. I just think you gotta be a little bit more clever. You know what I mean? Because your style is nice. I like the style. I do.
I had to forge it, brand new lease, and that shit look gorgeous. Living my life, homie, why you so concerned? Like the ending of a thriller, that shit really took a turn. Had to dream a little bigger, cause
that wasn't bad.
Worse, now I'm really on my killing shit, but I ain't talking about no guns, I kill them with my pen and shit. Yo. I just had to get a little bit out my chest, you know? You know what, young, I'm from the south, how I'm wildin' out. Had to write a couple tracks, let them know what I'm about. Now they really finna make me act up. 0 to 100 like the motherfucking catch up. I stay lifting, my main mission is plain business. I gain digits like dang switches, I stay ripping. Shout out to Bo and then Wheezy, hand me on the...
That's what's up, bro.
I've been getting reckless. I tell them they should tempt this. Cooking up the verses in the morning, call that breakfast. Whip it with the right or with the left, I'm ambidextrous.
It's not bad.
I'm bumping screw because it's Texas. Yes,
it's not bad.
This is how I'm flexing. Tell them I'm the hottest rapper going undetected. Tell them I ain't going under till I'm with a freshman. And tell them with the shit they talking need a cup of breath, man.
Yeah, you definitely getting better though. Big shouts to the homie Swish right there. I will say, you know, since back in the day, you've improved. You've continually improved. That second verse was cooking a little bit more, man. I definitely think your style is on point. I still don't love your mixes though. Are you mixing your music or is somebody else doing that? Melancholy, man, why don't you link up with Swish? I think cause I like the style that you found. You've really grown into your own as far as like rapping from an area where you know where you're going and you have a comfortable sound. You're not pushing. You're not like straining. It's all natural. But now I think you got to tighten up on the actual content, the lyrics, the what do you call those things? Punchlines. You know, we need more of that, I think, because your delivery is actually pretty fire. Like, you know, you have good inflections throughout the rhymes. You know where to emphasize things. You know where to de-emphasize. So you got a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, Melancholy. I'm just telling you, man. Swisher, hit up Melancholy. He's great at what he does. The homie he's top level. Never is good too. I mean, we got options in this thread right here for the mixing. I don't think I would ever try to mix my own music again, man. I think that's a sucker's bet because it's like, you're not going to be able to make it. It's going to sound good to you and it's going to sound bad to everybody else. And that's the thing I realized. I make these songs, I'll be like, oh, to me, I'll be in the car like, oh, shit. And then I'll play it for somebody like, yo, this doesn't sound good. What's going on? Like, where'd you record this? Like, did you record it in traffic? You know what I mean? But to me, I think we do this thing as artists where we want it to work so bad. We want it to sound good. We almost force it. I wouldn't do my own I wouldn't do my own joints again. So holla at my homie Melancholy, holla at my homie Never, man. They'll get you fixed up right. Let's get into this next one off of the Demigod Status Volume 2. I believe I'm all caught up on my super duper chats. If I'm not, let me know. And if you're waiting to get something, play $1 too. It get you smooth sailing right through there. Let's get into this next one, track 6. So far we're doing good. I like Deadpan Ration. I thought we could have kept the second part of it. The Heartache joint was decent. That was decent. Persephone, the Heartache had the cool strings in it. You know, so that's more of an interlude. It's 2 minutes, but it's more of an interlude. Persephone was probably the best song on the track so far. This is Left Alone, Demigod Status, the FUCK tape, Volume 2. Demi rocked with it. He liked it. I got you. I'll do that, Demi. I appreciate it. Demi, I do gotta say, having 2-minute interludes and skits, man.
lot of times where betrayal struck, friends lost, family estranged, all that, but, you know, it's those moments of pause that you really grow as a person. You start to realize that life is a lot more than all the things we get used to, all the things that are normal. You know, we all have a chance to grow.
I apologize. I am fighting off a cold. I got a 6-month-old, so they bring you a lot of sicknesses.
You have a chance to embrace suffering. That's a choice. You can sit there and feel sorry for yourself, and we have a lot of time for that, but you can only be left alone for so long before you start craving anything. Maybe you choose that something to be positive. Maybe you choose music. Maybe you choose writing. Maybe you choose art. Whatever it is, always gotta move forward.
I like that message, man. Excuse me. We're gonna get into BC right now. Sorry, I'm blowing my nose. It's not classy, but I'm got a cold, man. I will say I've noticed some. I was looking for a theme. I'm always looking for a theme in things because life typically follows some themes. And there's a lot of sadness and overcoming in this whole thing right here. And I actually like that. I'm not a big fan of that kind of stuff, but I like what you were saying and I like how you said it. You know, a lot of your aesthetic from what I used to know you from, Demi, was like high energy, high octane, angry, you know, banging things, like almost like ragey. And you've almost, in your artistic journey, I'm watching you kind of grow into this calm, more wise sage type dude. It's really cool. It's a really cool transition. Put that up on YouTube. Yeah, they like it. What are we putting on YouTube? What are we talking about? The song? But I thought that was beautiful. I'm not gonna give that a score because I almost don't feel like it merits that. I think that was just really cool. I'm gonna leave it at that. Yeah, and I can see it visually. You just sitting there talking to the camera, saying what you're saying, just kind of like having a conversation with the camera. I thought that was pretty dope. Let's get into this BC. Demigod Status, GB Slowly. Oh, FF is trying to get you paid. He's saying put that up. Put like your favorite artist in the video talking or something, make it seem like it's somebody. Yeah, you could make money off of that very easily.
Rising from the ashes just to turn yourself to dust. Got a pocket full of sense, but it really ain't enough. Hypocritical and major geek, flexing like you're tough. But when the dust settles, man, you know this is your bluff. Can't handle the empathy, non-existent like candle spit. Your tears ripping fears, only heaven can attend.
He said, I can't handle your empathy. Is that what he said?
Flexing like you're tough, but when the dust settles, man, you know this is your bluff. Can't handle the empathy, non-existent like candle spit. Your tears ripping fears, only heaven can attest. I've been hitting gears in the years, and I steered through certain a lot of shit that my team will never see too. But that's rear view. I got an ambition that's really simple. Climbing to the top with my dimples, feeling excellent beyond intelligent embellishment, but I keep heretics at a distance with my rhetoric. I've been doing it since BC. 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 I've been doing it since.
You can be anything you want to be. Remember, the saddest thing in life is wasted talent. You could have all the talent in the world, but if you don't do the right thing, then nothing happens. But when you do right, guess what? Good things happen. You hear me?
You're right.
Let's go for that ice cream.
Yeah, good.
was BC right there, the homie Demigod Status, the FUCK tape, volume 2. Yeah, I liked it, man. It was head nodding at some point. It was almost like anthemic, you know? It was almost like something you want to hear blaring out of, that's like something I could see warming up in a basketball or a football game, too. It was very light lyrically, you know, you kind of repeated the hook a lot. It's still a substantial song, and I see why it's there. I like the fact that it was pretty quick. And you have a lot of earworms on this album too. I've been doing this is BC, the Persephone joint. Like you got some things that are sticking with me. I didn't mind that. It didn't have as much depth, obviously, as we've seen on some of the other joints in this song. And the first verse was a little hard to hear, it was a little distorted for my taste as well. Overall, I would go 85, I think. It's a good song. There's no reason to get rid of it. I actually can see listening to it again. Kind of a workout song. Kind of a swag song. I've been doing this forever, bro. I've been doing this before you. I'll be doing this after you. I do this. I like the energy that the song had to it. It didn't have a lot of depth to it. You know, it was more simple. I enjoyed it. What y'all think of that joint? BC right there from the bro, Demigod Status. This project has been very instrumental. It's been very thought-provoking. There's a lot to like so far. This is actually it's artistic, you know what I mean? And I don't think you don't get a lot of artistic music these days. I'm telling you, man, this is unique for sure in some of the presentation and some of the things that he's doing to actually make you think and kind of you catch these feelings. I want to talk about this real quick, man. Cameron is one of the funniest human beings on earth. He is. The dude is hilarious. That's one of the reasons I like him. He's hilarious, and he introduced a rap style that can never be reproduced. I put the scooper in the Cooper. You know, that was Cameron flow back there, but he made it work. I guess Jordan Poole of the Golden State Warriors took Ice Spite on a date for $500,000. Fellas, stop paying women to go out with you. Pay them to be intimate with you, but don't pay them to hang out, okay? You're paying for the wrong things. I just want to put that out. If you're going to pay for something, and maybe that's what he paid for, I don't know. Price feels a little high to me, but wait, let's just watch this. This is just funny, man. Oh, why does it have no sound? Oh, I got to go find it now. Y'all going to have to hold because it's hilarious. This is worth finding. But Cameron is a fool. Yeah, this is worth hearing. Oh man, dang, we gotta do it later. I can't find a quick clip, and I'm not gonna spend 20 minutes looking for it. But it is worth listening to. I'm disappointed it wouldn't pull up. That's messed up. All right, let's get into this next one. Let's see who we got on board. I think I can get back into my inbox now. I'm really disappointed I couldn't show that video, man, because that video is hilarious. I'm going to see if I can track it down. In the meantime, hopping back into the inbox. Let's get into our boy, man. I appreciate the homie El Villano because he always shows love, man. And the homie is, he puts out some decent music, too.
It's time to turn up your...
His last project was pretty fire. This is Nuevo Doom, the intro off. This is the album they just put out, Nuevo Doom. Pretty fire, honestly. Let's check this out.
Your smart device and crank it loud.
Hey, yo, check this out. This your boy Diddy. As we proceed to give you what you need, we are the world famous, the supreme, grand imperial. Hey, yo, F's, let these motherfuckers know. The mixtape is here. I need y'all to turn that shit up. D-Sean, El Villano, let's go.
El Villano.
Thus I have granted your leaders 1 week to surrender to the rule of doom. Or suffer total annihilation.
It's a squabble with these bobblehead motherfuckers. Get like it, couple wanna be chopper, get met with the double edge, push them off a ledge. It's a new motherfucking doom, obliterating heads. No mask, tell you apart from the rest. That's a hard ass, Mr. Hard Ass, taking pics in the tall grass. Enrolando, fumando garbanzo, ando flipeando, que es lo que está gustando. Hey, on the DJ, pull that up again, pull it. It's a squabble with these bobblehead motherfuckers. Get like it, couple wanna be chopper, get met with the double edge, push them off a ledge. It's the new motherfucking doom, obliterating heads. No mask, tell you apart from the rest. That's a
boom bap.
Mr. Hard Ass, taking pics in the tall grass. Enrolando, fumando garbanzo, ando flipeando, que es lo que está gustando. Mientras significado le están buscando. Hating motherfuckers, ama mi formato. Lo mío es discurso, no recurso. Lo mío da gusto y les causa disgusto. Mr. Rap a lot, pero no soy de Houston. Soy de 305, el telonero. Sangre de indígena y de negro. I don't write it This my motherfucking spaceship. You a pasajero. No es mal agüero. Decirle mama huevo, mama huevo. Repo man, taking.
I'm going hard.
Home Depot man ain't got enough plans for me to plan a day. Every time you put on one of your whack ass mans, I'm like pass. I couldn't give a rap's ass porque mi música va mucho más allá. That's motherfucking facts. You doom, this I doom, doom. Out on the street with the bloodshot boom. You don't wanna see me with my bumper clock booms. We rockin' from noon to the next afternoon. It's new doom, motherfucker, new doom. It's new doom, motherfucker, new doom.
Hey, yo, F,
it's new
let these
doom,
motherfuckers know.
New doom. Give a fuck what you gotta say. Sean and Villano. Hey, new doom, sepa. Hey, hey, hey. Sabe cómo es la vuelta, cómo es la vuelta. Directo de Miami, man. Colombia en mi sangre. Bacán es tú.
Big shouts to homie Deshauna Villano. Yeah, man, that's energy from start to finish, man. That's old school right there. That's gangster. It's kind of thug. I love the Spanglish aspect. I talk about this a lot. Do raps hard in English and Spanish. It's more for the old heads. That's not for the youngsters, man. That's not for the young cats right there. I enjoyed it though. It gets a little long in the tooth towards the end. I probably need 90 seconds of this and I'm good. I do love the DJ, the street feel at the end. Viano has the street feel for sure. Big shots to the homie. Rating that out, that was cool. I probably wouldn't have got through the whole thing, if I'm being honest. I probably got through about a minute of that. I'm gonna give that joint 83, I think. Good energy, man. Good vibes, good bars. Love the English and Spanish. But also nothing crazy. It didn't blow me away with nothing. Good energy, good street feel to it. Still trying to find this video. I think I found it. Cause I think it's worth seeing. I really do.
YouTube is the new home of NFL Sunday Ticket. Watch every out-of-market Sunday afternoon NFL.
I don't know what happened, show. Listen, man. Jordan Poole, listen, man. We had this combo last show. You are stinking it up since you got that fucking bag. And Andrew Wiggins, too. I don't know what happened personally and everything.
He's the greatest, man.
You can't be grabbing 140, 130 million and disappearing, not giving them what's going on now. If you have some personal shit, trust me, I just went through some personal shit. I dig it. Just knew what I went through. Like, Jordan Poole, you spent $500,000 on a spice date.
He's a munch.
You're a munch, and you're playing like a fucking munch. This is not you from last year, bro. Go back to Milwaukee and figure out and get back in the playoffs because you look crazy. It's because I had your back last year. I
love this dude. I love this dude.
You got you.
Yo, chill.
Because I got his back. I don't know. Jordan Poole was in the G League.
Yeah.
And then he had to come back, and I'm like, yeah, that is just due. Now you a munch. I better see. It's different.
Jordan Poole, I knew he was bugging. This nigga did an in and out and ran nigga over. I said,
because he's erratic. Because what happens is this. What happens is this. When you start dating the Ice Spices and the people, they say, boo watching.
Boo watching.
Because she don't. She from the Bronx, bro.
Wow, and you could have got her a pizza.
Yeah.
You could have got her a pizza. Oh, I can't, man. I can't. Yo, I'm sorry. That is classic. You could have got her a pizza. Yeah, man. Don't spend $500,000 on dates. That's insecurity, man. Number one is you can go to any bar in America and be successful, okay? You don't have to. But number two, man, like not $500,000. No, man. No. Let's get back into this, my man Demi. He says it's gas from here on out. Oh, that made my day better. Let's get into this Cold Death right here. FUCK tape, my man Demi. Volume 2. They called him a munch.
I got 16 ways that I can end it all. I'm bracing my downfall like it's the final call. Curtains on the gauntlet. Best bet for rest like I ain't pulling triggers 5 times to be left off with the 6th. I'm tying ropes to the ceiling like I do it for the feeling. Hoping that the shot will bleach away from me to feel it.
He said, I tie ropes to the ceiling. I do it for the feeling. That's pretty ghoulish, bro. When you make a song singing about how you tie ropes to the ceiling, that's dark.
I can end it all. I'm bracing my down.
And I like it.
The final call, curtains on the gauntlet. Best bet for the rest.
Got you, Double L.
Pulling triggers 5 times to be left off with the 6th. I'm tying ropes to the ceiling like I do it for the feeling. Hoping that the shot will bleach away from me to feel it. Falling from the rooftops to bounce off on the pavement. Or running into traffic with the courage of a vagrant. I'm just saying, I got a mission that ain't got a wait list. Nothing in the fridge, so I just wait until I ate shit. Face it, I'm heading for the clouds of my patience. I'm drilling underground like the demons in my places. Playing with my health like it's my plaything. So I keep hitting lines until I hear my heart stop. Tick-tock, time is running out to hit pause. But I'm just getting started with my plot to set me off. Nah, I don't really wanna die. Nah, I don't really wanna die. Nah, I don't really wanna die. But nah, I don't really wanna die. With my whip in the garage that I just finished painting. I breathe the exhaust till I gas with some clearance. Or maybe put my head inside of a blender and hit the smoothie button till I'm hearing the gear shift. I'm trying to get myself without a paddle on the shelf. Walking like Egyptians in the desert till I melt. I'm tying belts around my arm and injecting liquid bombs. Like I'm really going off without a fuse for an alarm. Got no use for.
So I just realized how you set this song up. You spend all the verses talking about how you kill yourself, and then you say on the hook, nah, I don't really want to die. Okay.
Another way to cope with this existence. So my vital mission is the one that keeps me missing. Find me on a bag of milk cartons instead of speed racing into walls. Use my face for engravings. Concrete jungle will be my haven. When I be slipping into comforts, the soul's vacant. Mind pacing, gotta make the most of it before I lose privilege and become a ghost of it. Nah, I don't really wanna die. Nah, I don't really wanna die. Nah, I don't really wanna die. But nah, I don't really wanna die. 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 But nah, I don't really wanna die. I don't really wanna die, but when I think about this world, I wanna take a bath with a toaster. But I'll just settle for a cry, cause I'm holding on to dies, but losing all the time.
It's a little too long, bro.
Just do better every time I go for a spin, but it's getting old, so the arson niggas looking gold. Take a tab for myself and maybe one for the road. Nah, I don't really wanna die. Nah, I don't really wanna die. Nah, I don't really wanna die, but nah, I don't really wanna die. I don't really wanna die.
This kind of reminds me of something that Clips would do, you know, back when the Neptunes were heavy. This reminds me of Clips, Neptunes type feel.
But I'm killing myself with every line that I write. Nah, I don't really wanna die, but I'm killing myself with every line that I write. I don't really wanna die, but I'm killing myself with every line that I write. Nah, I don't really wanna die, but I'm killing myself with every line that I write. I don't really wanna die, but I'm killing myself with every line that I write. Nah, I don't really wanna die, but I'm killing myself with every line that I write.
I also noticed from the Persephone joint, Heartache, you know, there's a lot in your, and in Deadpan too. You're always talking about, you have a lot of death in your music, man. Do you realize that? It's a lot of darkness, a lot of death, a lot of, I think you have a slight, I wouldn't say obsession, because I don't think it's that, but I think it's an intrigue. I think you have an intrigue with it. And to be honest with you, it makes for interesting music, for sure. And all your songs on this project feel like they're an experiment in some kind of sadness, some kind of darkness. You know, I don't know if you set that up intentionally, but it all feels like, even in Ration, you talk about giving away pieces of your rations, of yourself. You know, so it's very interesting. There's a lot of dark themes here. It's almost like you're doing it. You're exploring that part of yourself. It's really fascinating, if I'm being honest, to check it out. Let's keep things rolling. That right there was interesting. So it was too long for me. But I did kind of like the comedic the dark and seriousness to it. You can't do anything if you're not ready to die for it. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Southside Migos like, yep, I co-sign that. But I liked it though. I like what it was. And like I said, I love early clips. You know, Hell Hath No Fury, the early clips. That stuff is fantastic. So it had that kind of a feeling to me. And a lot of Pharrell's music always has kind of like a comedy side to it. I don't know why I always feel like that with him. So it had this kind of almost like a wink off the camera type of deal, like, but you're half serious, so that was interesting to me conceptually. And one thing I can also give you credit for in this project is there's a lot of concepts here. Again, you're putting on more of a theater with your music. It's not just so straightforward. And so I like that aspect. So I think I would actually go 90 on that. I think I would. You know what I mean? 88 to 90, a little long for me. I think you could have cut it after that second verse, but that's fine. Let's keep things rolling right now. Chris at Night, big shouts at home. If you're waiting to get a song played, $1 or $2 will get you craculating. How much would you pay to go on a date with Ice Spice? Because I'm not saying I wouldn't pay for a date with Ice Spice. I'm not saying that. But one thing I learned as a young man, and like I said, I thank my holy stars I'm married, bro. It takes so many issues out of your life. But I don't know, man. I couldn't see spending. I mean, she's pretty good looking, but it also depends on her person. If we're having a good time, I once spent $200 on a sushi date, and she left me at the end of that date to go hang out with her friends. And I gotta be honest, I don't think I've ever recovered from it. I still want my money back, bro. And this was back in the day before you could Venmo somebody for your money back. Because I would have Venmo'd her. I would have done it. I would have said, here, give me my $200. But $500,000? Come on, bro. Let's get into this. Chris at Night, give me a sign. Got Kanye under production. Don't know how he did that, but that's dope. She'd have to pay me. Shouts to Miko. I agree with that.
Young nigga, 18, big dreams. I say I'm gon' make it. Others tell they self the same thing. They never do what makes me different. Barely rapping, I can't sing. I just need that one song, that one hook, make names ring. Okay, I'm the only person that can save me. I'm the only person that can make a label pay me. If I made a song a day, then that would help me greatly. If I know that to be true, then why am I so lazy? I don't know, maybe cause I love writing, but hate recording. Can't release a song without it. That's the part that's most important. I just wanna ball like Jordan. I'm too passive, never scored. I'm scared to release a song, letting down, I know I'm wrong. I'm just trying to find out where my heart belongs. Is it in music or maybe I'm being stupid and I'm just wasting my time being focused on rhymes, trying to get what is mine. Please God, give me a sign. 18, big dreams. I say I'm gon' make it. Others tell they self the same thing. They never do what makes me different. Barely rapping, I can't sing.
Yeah, so this kind of sounds like somebody who is still developing a sound. I don't know if this is an earlier song from you, Chris, or a later song. Like when this was actually put out. I don't know if this is new. But it sounds like 3 days ago. I don't know. It doesn't. The rapping portion sounds rushed. It doesn't sound like you had really worked out the kinks of it. Because when anybody writes a verse, I mean, I'll speak for myself. When I write a verse, like a lot of times I have to go back and clarify how smooth is it. Does it make sense? Is what I'm saying gonna connect? Is it clever? Is it smart? Is it funny? You know, you got to have aspects, and this all seems like it was recorded quickly.
18, big dreams. I say I'm gon' make it. Others tell they self the same thing. They never do what makes me different. Barely rapping, I can't sing. I just need that one song, that one hook, make names ring. Okay, I'm the only person.
I mean, I kind of like what you were saying, though. You know, there's a lot of honesty in that. I just think, I don't know, it sounds like, it sounds deadpan. It sounds like very, I don't know, it doesn't have that polish, that studio finish on it. It kind of sounds like, I don't know, it kind of sounds like a bass recording. Like you literally recorded it in a room and then put it on the song. It doesn't sound like it has any finish to it.
Person that can save me. I'm the only person that can make a label pay me. If I made a song a day, then that would help me greatly. If I know that to be true, then why am I so lazy? I don't know, maybe because I love.
It also kind of sounds like you're thinking out loud. I don't mind those thinking out loud songs, but maybe think in your head and then put together cohesive thoughts. It kind of sounds like you were just writing and you put something out. I wouldn't do that. I don't put out a ton of music. Some people criticize me for that. Whatever. I don't care. If it's not really great and I'm not really confident in it, I'm just not gonna do that. And I think, I don't know, that's not something to me that I think you could get a deal off of, right? It's like a track 10 on a tape that probably don't even need to be there. I do like the beat though. I thought that was great. I thought you sounded okay from a recording perspective. You weren't cracking. Your timing seemed like it was a little off. You didn't seem super comfortable. But my thing is, like, I think you need to take those thoughts and take the time to get the music processed after you record it, because you don't sound terrible, but it just doesn't sound finished. What do y'all think, man? The GOAT, the self-proclaimed GOAT, is in the building. What's up, self-proclaimed GOAT? How you doing, bro? I like when people proclaim things about themselves that nobody else said. That's awesome, man. No, I'm just messing with you, bro. Let's keep it rolling. How you doing, dog? Thanks for tuning in. It was nice to hang out with you recently. I'd like to do that again sometime. Drop your scores right now, man. That was homie Chris at night. We're going to jump back into my man Demigod Status. I want to show y'all this real quick, though. I don't have to actually put it on the screen, but I'll tell you about it as I pull up the next Demi joint. 10-year-olds were working at a McDonald's in Kentucky. A federal labor investigation determined children were performing the same job duties as legal age employees. 10-year-olds were preparing meals in the kitchen, distributing through the drive-through window. They also worked the register, and one of them was allowed to operate the deep fryer. Even more troubling, the 10-year-olds were unpaid and required to work until 2 a.m. Bro, they literally put kids to work for free. The investigation found over 300 children working at 62 McDonald's across Kentucky, Indiana, Maryland, and Ohio. Here's my thing. How do you not know 10-year-olds are giving you your food? Does no one care? If I had a 10-year-old hand, I have kids of various ages, so I guess maybe it's a little easier for me. But Jesus, if you can't tell a 10-year-old handing you food, what is happening right now? 300 children. McDonald's, that's a problem, guys. I know y'all own half the world, but come on, man. 10-year-olds, bro? Wouldn't the Chinese labor laws? That's funny. Yeah, man. I don't know. Let's get into this next one. Demigod Status presents the FUCK tape, Volume 2. This is Spaz 16. Ooh. Miko, that's true, but come on, man. This beat is insane, man. Jesus.
Spaz, 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 okay. Spaz, spaz, spaz.
Oh, we about to turn up now.
Spaz, 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 okay. Spaz, 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 okay. Hit them all with capitals, my Twitter voice be infallible. When I speak, don't have to fall, cause after me it's final call. But at least for these novices, I'm digging ground that you on the fence. Strutting on this tightrope while your side just shakes bands. I'm thinking competition, making my business, taking precision, making me glisten, making me glisten. Staking competition, making my business, taking precision.
Hey, this is hard, bro. This song is really, really hard, bro. This song is really, really hard. This is one of them ones, like, I don't know. I saw somebody get slapped the other day on TV, and this song reminded me of that, because he slapped him so hard he fell to the ground. And I'm thinking, if someone ever slaps me hard enough to knock me to the ground, they gotta go. They can't exist anymore.
At least for these novices, I'm digging ground that you back. Spaz, spaz, okay. Hit them all with capitals, my Twitter voice be infallible. When I speak, don't have to fall, cause after me it's final call. But at least
going on the playlist, folks.
You on the fence, strutting on this tightrope while your side just shakes bands. I'm thinking competition, making my business, taking precision, making me glisten, making me glisten. Thinking competition, making my business, taking precision, making me glisten, making me listen. Get started, I'm tossing ropes, cause all you got is a diet hope. Got chairs set for your flight fare, and I've been there, but I hate those. Beyond data, beyond risk, been through hell, but I'm still here. So sincere, scream fuck you, when I steer clear your back you. Sinking competition, making my business, taking precision, making me glisten, making me glisten. Stinking competition, making my business, taking precision, making me glisten, making me listen.
This song is what I imagine going to like a Formula One race feels like. You know, when the cars go past you at 200 miles an hour and you're like, Jesus, somebody's gonna get hurt. That's what this song makes me feel like.
Thinking Making competition, making my business, taking precision, making me glisten, making me glisten. Staking competition, making my business, taking precision, making me glisten, making me listen. Spaz, 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 okay. Spaz, 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 okay. Spaz, 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 spaz.
Wait, Lost, you said they were running the cash register so no one was gonna say anything? Are you serious? We'll talk about that.
Spaz, 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 okay.
Ooh, complete me. You're garbage. You kills for money. Don't talk like one of them. You're not. Even if you'd like to be.
I swear that's always the evil dude. Don't act like you're one of them. You're not. They always try to get the person to act like they're crazy too.
To them, you're just a freak. Like me. They need you right now. When they don't.
Demi, will you share what you say in that spot? It sounds like you say, baked in the kitchen, trickers, I'm listening, victors. What are you saying in that? That part is hard. I love that, but I also don't know if you're telling me how to build a pipe bomb in my home or not. You know what I'm saying? But it's cold though. Baked in, I'm listening, victors. I don't know what you're saying, but I need to know. I would like for you to share that with me, please.
They'll cast you out. Like a leper. You see, their morals, their code. It's a bad joke. Dropped at the first sign of trouble. They're only as good as... I'll show you. When the chips are down, these civilized people, they'll eat each other. See, I'm not a monster. I'm just ahead of the curve.
That's dope. It also sounds like it's gonna go really well into the next joint as well. I like that song, man. I want to know what he's saying, but man, it just, I don't know. So I used to do these reaction videos, you know, for some of y'all who've been rocking with me for a long time. And I would do it to Middle Eastern music, which is crazy because they speak Arabic. I don't know Arabic to save my life, but you can get the vibe of songs. And sometimes it's like going to church when you catch the Holy Ghost. Staking, competition, bacon, my pistons, taking precision. That's cold, man. I don't know. I didn't know what that means. Competition, bacon, my pistons, taking. I like that shit. Definitely the sound of D's in the building. D, what's up with you, cousin? You shared something with me recently. I want to check in and see how that's going. By the way, I'll hit you. I'll hit you a DM. Yeah, man. I like the song, man. I like the song. There's definitely like a Fast and Furious type of feeling to it. High octane. I don't know. I'm a fan. I'm going 94. It may be high for a song where I don't really know what he's talking about as well, but it made me feel something, so that's where we're laying. Also Lost. So I was just telling about the story for those of you just joining us about in Kentucky there were two 10-year-olds working at a McDonald's, and to make matters worse, they had them working till 2 a.m. and they weren't paying them. And my man Lost was like, yeah, but they're working at the cash register, so no one's gonna say anything. Wrong. If I go to the cash register and it's a 10-year-old taking my money, I'm going to ask a lot of questions. First off, I'm going to say, hey, man, what's your manager? All right. And then when the manager comes on, I'm like, this kid is clearly not 14. Okay. I'm not handing my money to. So I actually think it's the opposite. I would not be giving my money to a child. My money is hard to come by. I'm not handing it to anybody that don't actually work at the place. All right. No. I need my ducats. Too bad to be playing with you on my life. Let's get into this next one that was in the inbox. Osama and Khaled. Also, man, as you may or may not know, if you're waiting to get a song played, $1 to get you through to the super chat. Giving people hand-drawn money. Right. Little dollar signs. Be like, excuse me, son, there's a Mario on my dollar bill. Can you give me? Yeah, there's no way I'm giving my money to a 10-year-old. No. Like, and what blows my mind is how long did they take to get caught? Like, bro, the first time I saw a 10-year-old, I would know and I would be like, how are you able to work? I would ask, like, no one asks questions. That's the problem with us nowadays, man. We just be like, whatever. Ask questions, okay? You should be like, hey, where's your mom? Okay, let's get into this next one. Osama Khaled, Shaka Shuri Blow. Okay, let's see what we got.
Fuck. Fuck, let's go. A bigger crab. Came digging every fad. Fuck him in a minivan and drop him off at Disneyland.
Okay.
Play time's up, you're going in. Bigger fish are in the game, I'm back and I am diligent. Where to start? Heard you roll, drilling hard, that's good. Bob the builders out and road, missing claws. I hope you join a guild for your apprenticeship. Listening to Sun Ra, decipher.
I don't know what he's talking about, but this doesn't sound bad.
Fuck, let's go. A bigger crab. Came digging every fad. Fuck him in a minivan and drop him off at Disneyland. Kiddie say, kiddie play, time's up, you're going in. Bigger fish are in the game.
I was thinking about that bar, and I think it means he likes soccer moms.
I'm back and I am diligent. Where to start? Heard you roll, drilling hard, that's good. Bob the builders out and road, missing claws. I hope you join a guild for your apprenticeship. Listening to Sun Ra, deciphering Sumeria. Anunnaki tablets, bitten Nietzsche with a tad of my hysteria. So anyways, let's get back to all these matters out on campus. SJ fucking W's appearing like compassionate. I look at them as spineless, whiny little shysters. You can have a bunch of fun, throw a poster, rile them up. Puny minds, man.
Exactly.
The real fights fought on top of uni. Qualitative shit the bitch wrote. Bet she never knit codes. Fuck Robin D'Angelo. You can suck my dick hole. For me, the.
Did this man just call out his professor by name? I mean, I think I'm kind of impressed. I also think that's pretty stupid if you're actually trying to graduate. I don't know. Qualitative-ish, the chick wrote. Like, why are they raging against the university? That's interesting.
Poster, rile them up. Puny minds, mentally on Skid Row. The real fights fought on top of uni. Qualitative shit the bitch wrote. Bet she never knit codes. Fuck Robin D'Angelo. You can suck my dick hole. For me, the cloth is coming from a Snyder cut. Give the Garrett's razor wit, lamenting.
Hey, that's kind of hard. For him, the cut is coming from a Snyder cut. That's kind of hard.
The state of shit. Hitch rap in your favorite rapper. I'm in the nave of it. Every game's the main event. Layman's looking paid to clap the way they're praising every phrase. And so simmer down and open page 46. We will now be reading the scriptures of the Lord. Liturgy in rap form. I feel the beat with black opponents. Dopest way to use the language. Pay my dues and view the soul of music into views. I'm in the know I live as a good lamb, but who can act like I ain't through a banquet? Well, if you blew with anguish, I'm a root for that. Chatting to my neighbors now. Peers are looking lame to me. Legally, I'm grading you. Everyday plaintiffs in the.
I actually don't think this is bad. It's 4 minutes, so we're gonna move on from it. I like the energy of the flows. I like it's got this I'm smarter than you, I should slap you in the face kind of a feel to it. It's like they're the vibe it gives me is intelligent stoner, rager, anarchist, also shops, also drinks good coffee type of person. That's the kind of feeling I get from it. A lot of sarcasm in the bars. I think the presentation of the lyrics isn't that interesting though, and I don't think without the words on the screen I would have missed half of that. So I don't think there's a lot of enunciation. Obviously, I don't think they're from the U.S. Army of the Pharaohs. Okay, I don't know that group, but we'll play it out to the next song. I don't think it's terrible. I'm not in love with it. I do like their kind of snarky, sarcastic, angry. I do like he called out his professor by name. That was kind of dope.
Waiting room, complain about debauchery. The flow can keep you company. I hope you know that every time you miss a bar, it's costing me. It's not my fault you slow as peds, but that's just how I part and parcel overheads.
What the fuck? Yo, they didn't even catch any of that. Over the heads like a high five.
Yo, well if you think you're dripping hard, I put you into liquidation. May I attenuate your bigger band, cause every record made to date was paid by them to take your voice, eliminating every glitch inside the matrix. From Jimi Hendrix all the way to Kurt Cobain, Tupac and Lennon, Marley Zappa, even Martin Luther was assassinated doing acrobatics for the stunt the damage. Overthrowing
all right.
husk of evil energy after our trading, so you're so
Let's get back into the Demigod joint. Yeah, it's just too much for me, man. Sorry, y'all had to watch me pick off and I got a big nose. Watch me pick off tissue off my nose. That was a struggle right there. Let's get back into the Demigod joint right now, man. Existed error from my man Demigod Status. Spaz 16 is hard, by the way.
I fucking lost it. Exhausted. Voices in my head driving me crazy, like it's the same scene, and every day I'm surprised they not on both knees. Don't they know who I think I am? I'm like a giant, leaving footprints on concrete.
said, "Don't they know who I think I am?" That is funny. Don't they know who I think I am? And then he said he's a giant. That's funny.
Exhaust voices in my head driving me crazy, like it's the same scene, and every day I'm surprised they not on both knees. Don't they know who I think I am? I'm like a giant, leaving footprints on concrete. I'm like a tyrant, wiping villages for the fun. I'm smiling diamonds in rough situations. It'll go wild like your shot caps. I'm really a hazmat. I'm toxic with all caps. A gas mask couldn't save me from my wrath. In fact, I'm doubling pain because I'm going insane, and I'ma make it your problem when I start lighting the flame. You fucking dogs that I know, and you surprised.
You know, I do have to say one thing, Demi. I mean this. You gotta take it how you take it, but you may very well be the soundtrack before somebody does something heinous one day. Cause this is like, it's great, but man, I can see this making a kid go left.
Like your shot caps, I'm really a hazmat. I'm toxic with all caps. A gas mask couldn't save me from my wrath. In fact, I'm doubling pain because I'm going insane, and I'ma make it your problem when I start lighting the flame.
And I'ma make it your problem when I start lighting the flame.
Fucking dogs that I know, and you surprised that I know. You thinking yes, but it's no. But that just feeling the bones. There's still no going on brick roads full of gold, and I'm just painting it red cause it's the path that I chose. Exhausted narcissist, I'm killing everything I wish. Scorching earth like it's my gift and leaving ashes in my wake. Never sleep, I stay up late, I'm preying on my fucking enemies. Not with hands together like an animal, I rip a teeth. Got a bone to pick while picking 10 toes. Not like a red soul, I saved the back, I got a light bulb without a paddle. Prices atom bomb exploding like I can't move on. Scribble on the paper cause killing with the psycho talk is fable. Gotta dip my mind, Polaroid, it's picture perfect. It's me on bloody throne and sailing dead because it's worth it.
I could definitely see if I was a kid getting bullied. You know, if I was a kid getting bullied, Demi's music would make me go punch my bully in the eyeball. Actually, I'd probably do something like break a stick and then stab him with it, cause that's the kind of vibe that this puts me in. We don't promote violence here, I promise.
Exhausted, let it go like a tossed. Fuck the sentiments, my cynicism has me tossing. Really out my mind, I'm screaming till I'm fucking coughing. Going bananas on the banana. Rolling life, painted walls and the jacket straight. Calling out for flat lines. Hearing all the time, gaining slowing in my mind. Devil staring at me, calling me to reach the other side. Intensity burning the 10 cities in a fireball. Discipline that's a common, so I'm raising the bar. And I'm cutting hands off the starstruck. Don't care for your bad luck, it's bad enough that you're dragging me down a tire bus.
That was Demigod Status right there. Exhausted Error. Yeah, man, that's a little too dark for me. It's a little too metal. It's a little too metal for me. I like your really unique crafting of like metal, hip hop, and then now you're even kind of bringing in some old school rock, some great guitar sounds. This is too far on that side for me. I think this is actually your sweet spot, but for me, I'm not in love with it because it's too distorted and I can't hear what you're saying as much as I'd like to. I also noticed on this song I hear some more of the emotion of just being tired. A lot of the stuff I hear from you is just I think you have overall what I'm seeing in this project is like you're just tired of the sheeple, tired of the people who don't think deeper, who are just so, you know, the sheep, the basics, the people that, and so that's kind of what this song is. And like that's why I made the joke, like semi joking, semi like for real. Somebody may do something heinous to your music, and if that's complimentary to you, then that's cool. But I also think it does evoke something, man. It stirs up a passion within you. I can't say I love that song, but I do see the artistry, and I see a huge niche of people who would be in love with that, man. So for me, it's probably like an 83. You know, it's just not for me. But overall the mix sounded fine. It was just really muddy and really flooded with a lot of different distortion. You know, so take that as you take it. The next song is 6 minutes, so we're gonna jump into the joint from our man Double L, and then we'll get back into this. We'll get into the last one from. I was just thinking about how to kind of rate this album, in what I think of it overall, and just as a body of work. It is a whole project, and Demi is channeling his anger in a different way than I'm used to. It's not as straightforward with the loud anger. Now it's kind of nuanced, and he's definitely bringing in some different sounds I appreciate. Let's get to this next one from our man Double L. He just dropped the joint Butterflies. I think he's giving us another unreleased joint, maybe an exclusive. This is called In Time. Let's check it out.
I'll probably be done fighting all these demons to get to the top. In time, I'll probably be cooking this shit up like a nigga whipping the pot. In time, I'll probably be over everything that put me in this spot. In time, I'm just trying to be better. In time, I've been put through the weather. In time, yeah, in time, yeah, in time, in time, in time, yeah, in time, yeah, in time. Toes thugging for everything like I ain't had shit. I was out here just chasing the bag. I shot at my enemies like I'm a bandit. Never knowing that shit could do damage. Grown but never wanna be abandoned. I've been putting my faith in my dogs. I got scars in this shit. I ain't get this shit handed. If it ain't about no progress, ain't seeing no call. Bitch better stay in this place. I'm on top of this shit and these niggas ain't taking me off. I've been ducking the beef cause I'm cooler than that. But them heaters come out when my bros get involved. All that smoke I was put through to live in my faith. I've been winning. I can't even take.
Riding the hell out of the beat.
Been trying to get in my way. When you real, they gon' leash if you show them a way. VVS diamonds, they shine in the light. They won't rockin' with me when them diamonds was fake. Cartier glasses to cover the face, so I see when these niggas been trying to throw shade. All this time niggas trying to come into the picture. Ain't know that these niggas been breaking the frame. All of them days I was proud that I made it. They rather me falling, be time.
I like it so far. I like the aggressiveness on the flow. You were riding the beat right on point, and then actually you started getting a little in front of the beat, but it actually fit because you were kind of building to the end, which I liked. I liked the hook a lot. I like the stereo effects you brought in there. It's really well done. Sounds good. I like the song so far.
I'll be done fighting all these demons to get to the top.
This is a dual purpose. It's like I can see this on the project. This would be a great album cut, and it could be a single. This is pretty good.
In time, I'll probably be cooking this shit up like a nigga whipping the pot. In time, I'll probably be over everything that put me in this spot. In time, I'm just trying to be better. In time, I've been put through the weather. In time, yeah, in time, yeah, in time, in time.
Yeah, I like that.
In time, yeah. In time, yeah, in time.
That right there is a bro Lost Legacy In Time. I like that, bro. That's a single right there, and it's a good album cut. That's like a number 5, number 6 on the album. It's got an easy to remember hook, smooth delivery was fantastic when you were rapping. I think the content was a little similar to all the other content I've heard from you. I think if anything, that's a change up I'm looking to. I also think I would challenge you to get out of your genre a little bit. You know, you kind of have this, you got the whole R&B rap thing locked up. I want to see you try some pop type shit. I need you to get a little out of your comfort zone, bro, because you've aced what you're doing. And I even notice when I'm listening to your songs now, I'm like, now I'm looking for every one to be better than the one before, and that's asking a lot of any artist. But you're capable, man. So bring in some different sounds, I think. But I like that. I would go easy 92 on that. That's a good joint right there. About to get into the end of this Demigod album. We're going to talk about that one coming up shortly. I thought it was a pretty solid project. Very thought-provoking project. A former mortuary worker was indicted after selling stolen body parts. Bro, you know it's hard when folks are selling body parts. Candace Chapman Scott pleaded guilty to multiple counts of including mail fraud, conspiracy to commit mail fraud, wire fraud, so on and so forth. So she was a mortuary, so she embalmed and transported remains. And yeah, man, she was selling things on a Facebook oddities group, selling body parts. Just out of curiosity, would you know anyone in the market for a fully intact, embalmed brain? She made $10,000 selling these, man. People bought fetuses, brain. What is going on in our country? Bro, man, something is happening. Something is happening, man. Reports are that this person bought fetuses, brains, genitalia, heart, lungs, and other body parts. What? What reason would somebody, or is he 3D cloning them? Is he 3D printing them? What is? Let's get into this, man. Chasing the Nightmare, ghastly stuff. Back to the ghastly album. Chasing the Nightmare, Demigod Status, GB Slowly, and Spoon.
And I'm still dreaming like it's all season, believing that I'm in for it, not just on the weekend. And I feel like I'm sinking into the deep end without thinking. I'm heading head first into a hearse, but I'll keep doing it until there's nothing left. Man, I'm meant for this. Look, I'm a lichen howling at the moon and holding on with Vulcan grips. Not new to this. 3 years strong, heading for fourth with the same song. A different tune, cause the doom is forever bliss. Not alone, cause I got a crew that's doing it for the feeling. Just punching the ceiling, so the roof is left reeling. So pneumatic in a title I'm feeling. Not anymore, settled the score. Found peace in myself and passion for the encore. Forevermore, raving mad for the floor. I'm talking the stage, I'm talking all the rage that I'm feeling I'm putting on. I've gone from demon to phenom with deep bombs. I'm beyond a cheat.
That's cool right there. I like that. I've gone from demon to phenom. That right there was pretty cool.
So dramatic in a title I'm feeling. Not anymore, settled the score. Found peace in myself and passion for the encore. Forevermore, raving mad for the floor. I'm talking the stage, I'm talking all the rage that I'm feeling I'm putting on. I've gone from demon to phenom with deep bombs. I'm beyond a cheat on. I've been gone and I ain't never coming back. Got the tribe on the jack like Cadillacs with golden stacks. Matter of fact, I'm more than that. I'm over gold at the edge of the rainbow, like I'm on the same blow. Hercules with the Rambo sentiment until you fucking stand still.
Because you are like one who beats the drum.
You can find me on the windowsill piping hot, cause I'm still supernova on my shit.
Because you are like one who beats the drum.
And I'm still dreaming like it's all season. I'm still dreaming like it's all season. And I'm still dreaming. And I'm still dreaming like the yellow brick road has been sold. So I gotta go and pick another role. And I'm exhausting my souls on my feet and in my core, like I'm on a plank heading for the edge. Cause the captain has had it, like it's fed up with magic. Ain't do it for hat tricks. When I roll up my sleeves, I still believe in this passion. When I stand main attraction, spitting all the knowledge I got like gemstones and snapping. Been on lonely roads for so long, so I've been finding myself in the deep calm while I'm aiming for belts.
Because you are like one who beats the drum.
Still dreaming, and I'm still dreaming like it's all season. I'm still dreaming like it's all season, and I'm still dreaming, and I'm still dreaming like it's all season. I'm still dreaming like it's all season, and I'm
because you are like one who beats the drum.
I'm still dreaming.
I'm not a big fan of this one, Demi. I think this actually could have been left off the project. I thought Exhausted Era was a great way to end it.
Wire solve everything from cutting beats and sampling and exponential problems like assassins. Take it on the chin cause you're made for this. Second yourself, so put the pity party on the shelf. I've been stabbed in the back a couple of times, enough to leave scars while I'm drawing the lines. Never letting people cross it. Boundaries will keep you locked inside cages that you made for yourself. So maybe pick another page, another page, another page, another page. Maybe some humility, maybe second chances are for everyone that be living life so simply. So look at yourself, you'll find the answers on the similes.
Because you are like one who beats the drum.
Like chasing vinyl, it's really more than the history.
Because you are like one who beats the drum. Because you are like one who beats the drum. Because you are like one who beats the drum. dropping. Look. Because you are like one who beats a drum.
Second half of that song was fine and it actually fit. I thought the first 4 minutes of that was just unnecessary. I think you were just indulging on yourself a little bit on that one. Like, it was just a lot and it was served verbose also. Like, and it didn't follow any real structure. So that was hard for me to follow. I did like the second part. After we got about 4 minutes in, the last 2 minutes kind of seemed like they would have wrapped the tape up kind of well. You have this style about it where it's almost not as important, I feel like, for you to have your vocals be heard more so than it is to create kind of like an atmosphere. Like, sometimes I feel like you're not as much focused on how well you're being heard versus saying something and creating a strong sound. Because in that last one, it's like, I can't really hear you, but like, you're creating a certain palette, like, and I know what it comes from. I get the musicalness of it. I get where it comes from. Not a bad project to me, man. I do feel like it's a little odd though, and what I mean is odd is you've got a lot of emotions paired with some interesting backdrops. I thought the first half of the song almost felt a little bit more, or the first half of the project almost felt a little bit more rock involved. It had like more rock elements to it. The second half was more of what I expect from you, where you talk about your metal, death metal, trap, not trap, but death metal rap, aggression, big ideas, a lot of murder, a lot of death. You know, you have a lot of death in your rhymes, like I've said. And I think that comes from you trying to understand and escape almost. So it creates a lot of emotions. The project was overall pretty strong. I think most songs, that last song I didn't like. I wouldn't want that on there. That to me, I don't even want to include that in my score just because I feel like it didn't have a right place. It shouldn't have been there. If we stopped at exhausted error, I think I'm in the neighborhood of about a 90, 88 to 90 for me. I really think it was something that's thought-provoking. I really think I had to go back and kind of understand what you were talking about. It made me do my work a little bit, which is kind of cool. And it also, there was some humor, there was some nice singing, there was a lot of palpable emotions on this. You had times like on, I think it was Cold Death, where you're kind of being sarcastic. I'm not really looking to kill myself, but here's the 15, 16 ways I would do it. So it's a lot of stuff here. It's a lot of personality here. All in all, I think I would give the project, I'm gonna go 88. I think it's 88 to 90. I think I said 90 first, but for me, it was also a lot of space where there wasn't a lot of lyrics. There was a lot of instrumentation on this as well. I'm not always a fan of that also. So I think I'm in the 88 range. I think I'm going to stay there. Yeah. I love Spaz Extendo. That song is crazy, man. You always have one or two joints on every album that are just The replay value is through the roof. Big shouts to our man, Demigod Status. It's a solid project. So I want to go back. I think what I'm going to go back and do is listen to part 1 and see which one I like more. This one seems more evolved, though. Everything from the song composition, the structures, the different sounds you brought in, this one feels more involved than the first one. I know that automatically off top. I feel like you really, and I feel like you got more away from hip-hop on this one, which is fine. You got a lot of range, and I respect that. So 88 from me. Drop your scores if you've been listening along the whole time. Demigod Status, the FUCK Tape Volume 2. We've played that cover to cover now, 1 to 11. Drop your scores. I'm going 88 for the whole project. Big love, bro. Always appreciate you coming back through just to bring us this. It's a blessing to be able to listen to your music and give you feedback. So I appreciate that, bro. Can't wait to see what other people think. Big shout out to our man, Demigod Status. Let's get into this next one. My man, Velvet KO. He always has some good music too. Velvet's his percentage of hits on this particular show on my platform are usually pretty high. Let's get into this one. Velvet KO, Tumbling. Much love, Demi.
Far up to the stars. There's nothing that can take me down. I'm buying up the theme park now. I'm down, I'm out of control. I pay for rides, it takes a toll. I'll stack the racks to make the height. Fast past the lines, then bounces no. Like maybe, just maybe, we might handle this crazy. My thoughts want the smoke like this.
It's interesting. He's talking about buying a theme park, how much the rides cost. It's an interesting concept. I don't really know where he's going with it, so it'll be interesting to see.
Please take me far up to the stars. There's nothing that can take me down. I'm buying up the theme park now. I'm down, I'm out of control. I pay for rides, it takes a toll. I'll stack the racks to make the height. Fast past the lines, then bounces no. Like maybe, just maybe, we might handle this crazy. My thoughts want the smoke like this blunt got me so hazy. I'm drowning in the river lazy. I ain't got no rap. Walking on these boys ASAP, so do not touch my raps. And I rip it from the soul, screaming these words from my throat. Flipped it upside down, now they say they want more. See what else is in store. Garage sale kicking the door. Home of dropping copyrights, the way we get to the door. Up to the stars. There's nothing that can
I don't know what this song is about.
I'm buying up the theme park now. Tumbling, tumbling down. I've been tumbling, tumbling down. I'll be the architect now, so I know when it's tumbling, tumbling down. Tumbling, tumbling down. I've been tumbling, tumbling down. I know it's going back up, so I ain't scared of tumbling, tumbling now. Love is fake, yeah. Family don't separate, yeah. There's no cooperating. Let my ambitions kick in. Breathe in, I medicate. Good vibes, I meditate. Count blessings, goodness sake. These bags are mine to take.
So, Velvet, you're a really talented dude, man, but I don't know what the hell you're talking about on this song. When I'm in tumbling, tumbling down, like that part is fantastic, but you got nothing around that. You got this whole metaphor about the theme park. What? I don't have any clue what that means. You bought the theme park, you made the money, I guess, and then you talk about how your boss wanted smoke. What does that have to do with it? So I'm just overall confused. I think the song actually sounds good from a vocal perspective. I think you sound fine. There's a little portion in here earlier on. You sound a little strained.
Tumbling, tumbling down. I be the I know copyright. And on now they say they want more. See what else is in store.
So this part sounds a little strained right here.
Garage sale kicking the door. Home I've been tumbling.
But you sound good throughout the rest of the song. I just don't know what it's about.
Tumbling down. I know it's going back up, so I ain't scared of tumbling, tumbling now. Love is fake, yeah. family don't separate, yeah. There's no cooperating. Let my ambitions kick in. Breathe in, I medicate. Good vibes, I meditate. Count blessings, goodness sake. These bags are mine to take. I think I'm losing my home base. Trying to move at my own pace. Feels like
okay, I get this part.
Falling in a place. I ain't in the right space. I know it's wrong to chase. But no GPS is out.
Do it, bro.
Take me far up to the stars. There's nothing that can take me down. I'm buying up the theme park now. Tumbling, tumbling down. I've been tumbling, tumbling down. I'll be the architect now. So I know when it's tumbling, tumbling down. Tumbling, tumbling down. I've been tumbling, tumbling down. I know it's going back up. So I ain't scared of tumbling, tumbling down.
So I'm actually gonna go 90 on that. Cause it sounded really good. I just don't know what the hell you're talking about. I got the second part where you talk about, you know, there's no cooperating when your ambitions get going, you're losing, you feel like you're losing your family. Like, I got that part, and the tumbling down makes sense from that part. But when you talk about the theme park, I don't, what the hell is you bought a theme park? Am I invited? You know, like I don't understand. Like I don't know. I don't know where we're going with that. Yeah, send that beat through. We're going to play it shortly for the homeboy RGFF. That was Velvet KO. I'm going 90, man. Drop his course for Velvet. Like I said, I don't know what part of it was about, but for the most part, that was a great sounding song. You had a little bit of strain in there, but it wasn't terrible. It was a little scratchy for me. Georgia authorities say a 75-year-old woman sold her home to pay a man who romanced her out of $95,000. The unidentified woman and the man who tricked her started talking on Facebook in March, and eventually the relationship got serious, although they never met in person. At some point, the scammer demanded she give him the money, but cash only. The woman sent him $95,000 after selling her house. She shipped the cash to a Nebraska address via UPS and FedEx. That's crazy. That's crazy. Last year, America lost $1.3 billion to con artists. That just goes to show how sad, you know, reality is for a lot of people, man. It'd be I mean, you want me to send you $100K? No. You're gonna have to go ahead and extort me, man. Put it out. I ain't giving you that. Sorry. Can't do it. King Louis, Stark, Varsity Tavern.
All my future women think it's best to keep your distance, cause I think I need to be alone. But you are the one that I'm missing the most. Feeling the anger as I let you go. Sleeping with strangers ain't the way to go. Another round, I'ma go make a toast. Hold up, I know that I shouldn't be here. They said my mind need to be clear. So fucking, I'm a cop, double shot on the rock. So God, man, I've been drinking and it's hard to see. I'm chilling and I'm faded out on Varsity. It's 2 a.m. and now you're calling.
I like this song. That was the P. Louis, man.
I gave you all of me. I've been drinking and it's hard to see. I'm chilling and I'm faded out on Varsity.
Also, Varsity Tavern, man. If y'all don't cut my man a check or give him free drinks for a month, then there's a problem. This is a good song, man. It's great promotion. Y'all need to be playing this in the place, in the bar, bro.
It's 2 a.m. and now you're calling me. I know you're missing when I gave you all of me. I've been drinking and it's hard to see. I'm chilling and I'm faded out on Varsity. It's 2 a.m. and now you're calling me. I know you're missing when I gave you all of me. All of me.
Hey, watching this makes me miss being a youngster. I gotta love the idiot kids.
It ain't you. Down to the seafloor, feel so blue. Say you love me more, that ain't true.
Down to the seafloor.
I love you. I'ma walk down the spot where we first did it. Hit it at a pop when you first gave me birth. Didn't know I love it, jerk. Did it, love it, I've been learning it. Pink, do we hit it? I've been drinking and it's hard to see. I'm chilling and I'm faded out on Varsity. It's
You got to do the air horns when we got the college video going.
I know you're missing when I gave you all of me, all of me.
You know what the first thing this video made me think of is wear condoms, ladies and gentlemen, because it's hot out there. Have it up. Shout out to the kids, man. P. Louis, youngsters, young bloods, man. That's a cool little joint right there, man. That's a cool little joint. I think it's about 86, 85, 86. Not bad. It's enjoyable. I like the hook. It gives me that sad party vibe, like you were just with your favorite girl and she decided to leave you. It's a breakup kind of song with a happy ending. Get into this next one, Alan Ward. Shouts to Alan Ward, new to the stream right now. Eat the Cake featuring Tracy Hardley.
Look at that spectacular turn. What a turn. Lay tracks, break backs like Shaq in his prime. Damn, another slap, Miss Bassett is fine. I'm the bastard with the raps to the castle is mine. Look at that spectacular turn. What a turn. Lay tracks, break backs like Shaq in his prime. Damn, another slap, Miss Bassett is fine. I'm the bastard with the raps to the castle is mine. Sorry for the wait, been off cake and no anime. Stuck on bacon, still clocked in on my off days. Really want it all, just trying to ball how the sparks play. Came a long way from high fives in the hallway. Parquet, that good wood might make your bounce good. 100.
The mix on this is bad.
Ounce hood. It's not there, don't really care where his clout stood. My brains can't get me to think the same as a mouth could. How would? You make me a keeper. Don't give a damn. Still leave with the beat. The whole fit drip. Shit, make drip for the cheap. I ain't mad at you. I won't fuck with you. But spewing the see-through like bad teachers, my class secret. Free bars don't charge for a feature, for skis. Raid on leeches, unknown sneakers and gold pieces. Light more reefer until I'm high as the nose.
This is like 1991. You know, this is very, very, very old school. From the beat to the raps, the delivery.
Leaders. Life on theater, you need a script, hit the phone quick. Yeah, the code switch, pay me to speak, how I word flip. Worthless, not a contract's worth me a couple cribs. Keep on grinding until my life is a bucket list. Look at that spectacular turn. What a turn. Lay tracks, break backs like Shaq in his prime. Damn, another slap, Miss Bassett is.
It's funny how they talk about breaking backboards like Shaq in his prime. You can't. Listen, with all due respect, if you want to be successful making music and selling music, if you're only going to sell it to a small portion of the population, at this point it's like basically millennials. I guess there's a lot of millennials. It's probably the largest population group, so maybe it applies. But it just feels like when you're rapping about something that's old, man, update your metaphors. You know what I mean? Like a Shaq in his prime. Shaq hasn't been in his prime for 20 years, man. I mean, we got to start, we got to start like, when did you drop this song? This came out an hour ago, bro. You're talking about Shaq in his prime. We got to update these references.
I'm the bastard with the raps to the castle is mine. Look at that spectacular turn. What a turn. Lay tracks, break backs like Shaq in his prime. Damn, another slap, Miss Bassett is fine. I'm the bastard with the raps to the castle is
mine. The hook is meh.
I'm one in a million, cold-blooded reptilian. Man, I never get chilly unless we talk about shoulders. You know my flow is immaculate. Tell a bitch quick, zip it up, shit like a jacket. It on the move like a racket. Leg up on the
All right, we're going to move on from now and get into this FF beat. Big shots on that FF. Yo, so it sounds okay. It kind of reminds me of Mobb Deep, to be honest with you. I'm not a huge Mobb Deep fan. I know that's probably sacrilegious to a lot of people, but they weren't interesting in the least to me. Their rhymes were super boring. And they were overcomplicated without saying much. It just wasn't great to me. And that's kind of how I feel about this. Like, y'all are almost trying to be too smart for the room. And honestly, I don't want to hear a Shaq reference in 2023. If you're not making a joke about him being a broadcaster, then it's not relevant, man. I'm sorry. That you just can't do that. You got to update your metaphors, man. Let's keep things rolling right now. So I'm going to go. I didn't really care for that track, if I'm being honest. It was boring. It was slow. It was old. The tempo, the delivery, all of it. I would probably go 70 on that. Let's get into this beat from my man FF Felix from 6'5", East to West, D minor, 98 BPM.
Felix from 5.
I was rolling through the LBC with my dog Snoop Dogg. I was rolling through the hood with my dogs and my LBC. It sounds very, very West Coast. Very Dog Pound, LBC, Corrupt, Daz Dillinger. Oh yeah, very, very West Coast. I could even hear Nipsey on this. I could hear who's the homie F Donald Trump? Who's that? YG. I can hear YG on this. I can hear Too Short on this. This is West Coast crazy right here. I like the pattern. Yeah, I like this. It sounds nice. Real splashy on that cymbal right there. I like that a lot. Not overly splashy though. Yeah, this is dope, man. West Coast all day, bro. You captured the sound. You captured the sound real well. And I was rolling through the LBC. Had a couple of them hookers with me. We were going to get some kimchi. I was wilding out like Warren G. Yeah, I like that, man. Chilling with the homies, trying to get a leg. I feel like it is that E40. You know that fast. Yeah, but the 40 waters. I was on the LBC, trying to find a couple hoes to roll with me. I was rolling through the LBC, trying to find a couple hoes to ride with me. I do like this, man. Sprinkle me love, just sprinkle me love. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's a placement for sure, bro. You need to tap in with somebody that can get that onto some West Coast artists for you. That is definitely West Coast vibes. Big shouts to FF from 6'5". I like that, man. They had some bounce to it. Enjoyable summertime West Coast lowrider cholos. That felt good. I'm going 95. I enjoyed that probably more than I should have. If I could practice a West Coast sound, I could probably get that one right. Let's get into this next one, man. Nate the Great, Wonderland. I think we did this one recently, but we'll spin it again. Coming up on the last songs of the night, we're gonna end the night with some melancholy, which makes me very happy. It's a good way to end the night. Good night of music so far, man. I really enjoyed the Demigod joint. Definitely different, definitely fun.
They need some work. They need some work, but that's where you come in because the foundation of it. Okay, you know our song? You want to know what it's going to be called?
Okay, what?
Obsessions.
Okay.
And it's obsessions in our minds.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Baby, your dream, I don't wanna wake up from. But is it a nightmare or is it a fun one? I hope the night's over, cause that's when the sun comes. But does that light come from? I don't play games, girl, I hope that you understand. I think I'm lost in a wonderland.
I know you feel me right. I know you feel me, girl, I'm down for you, girl. Just know that Henny got me right. But that don't mean it over. She roll around with me, I'm stupid dumb. Lit off my ass, she get mad, they make two of us. I throw another shot back like I'm MJ with the super clutch. And now she wanna get down like both of us are scuba. Diving in the sea of misdirection and deception is disguised by your reflection. Use your mind to counteract it just to die by your complexion, baby. Do not for your skin complexion. You was made for me the way you are. You count as endless blessings. Sometimes we get stuck at intersections, waiting long hours trying to intersect it, knowing we should chill a second. Chilling with you might be the only thing that I want to do, so please don't sit at home and be misdirected.
Baby, your dream, I don't wanna wake up from. But is it a nightmare or is it a fun one? I hope the night's over, cause that's when the sun comes. But does that light come from? I don't play games, girl, I hope that you understand. I think I'm lost in a wonderland. It's a different type of high. The hurt won't say it's only just a feeling. It's more than just a feeling, it's a vibe. We know it's there, but we can't see it. Love can be a thing that's hard to find, especially when everybody pissed off. Ain't nobody ever find the time. They've been way too busy with their TikTok.
It was simple as that. She want a relationship, I told that girl I ain't entering that. It was over for anything serious, soon as my hit the pad. And don't do this shit straight from the start, but a nigga like me feeling bad just ain't the way. That shit hit her hard like an 808. My feeling for you had to fade away, but that pussy so good had to stay away. Put my mind in a simple hole, stay away. Put emotion aside like a layaway. We can talk about
this song is hard.
We finna fuck right now. Don't know where nigga body feeling less right now. I can get it where you want it from the night until the morning. Where you want it coming from one of the ways in the way through your body. Have me with no whipped cream. I was already my dry. Then she blew me kamikaze. I ain't never met a bitch so cold. Everybody in this motherfucker like whoa. Put me in the trance, have me going so mo. Shorty wanna dance, I no. Honey wanna strip, girl, good that pole.
Last song of the night right here comes from our man Melon Kali. This right here, he's a feature on this one, Breath on the Window. Thanks for rocking with your boy, man. Roll call, man. Shouts to Switch in the building tonight. Big shout to Demigod Status, his album, FUCK Volume 2. Big shout to Santana. Big shout to Wifey, man, Wanye.
Tears falling as you walk away.
Woo.
I'm sitting at the window to my soul on a rainy day. Hey. And now I'm sitting in a hill, draped in melancholy pastels. I can just, see my breath as it lingers on the window. I took the tip of my finger and I wrote I love you. With the very last breath that you left from the window to my soul, I wrote I love you. In the very last breath that you left from the window to my soul, girl, you know I love you. With the very last breath in my chest, I would scream that from my soul. That's why I wrote I love you. In the very last breath that you left from the window to my soul, so you know I love you.
Last one left me heartbroken, swore I'd never love again. Just when I thought my feelings were gone, shit, here they come again. But I'm being dumb again, told myself you the one again. Knowing damn well when times get tough, you gonna run again. But now it's back to playing games, I hope you having fun again. Yeah. Walking around with trust issues, pretending I don't know who it's from again. I love the way you rock Gucci with Chuck Taylors. Think most would agree, but I gotta be careful about reminiscing. Love's a whole different beast. And remember when looking back, objects ain't as close as they seem. It's the mistakes that we don't learn from, or those we repeat.
Damn, man.
But it's back to whipping solo now. Feeling like Drizzy in that polo lounge, hoping what comes around goes around. You're everything they said you would be, and I know it now.
Tears falling as you walk away.
Agreed.
I'm sitting at the window to my soul on a...
Your vocals were not where they should be. The verse was also some pitter-pat type flow. That was kind of dope. But yeah, definitely. Agreed. Great point.
Rainy day.
You used your government name too, by the way.
And now I'm sitting in a hill, draped in melancholy pastels. I could just, See my breath as it lingers on the window. I took the tip of my finger and then I wrote I love you. With the very last breath that you left on the window to my soul.
Shout Miko. Shouts to Demigod Status. Lost Legacy. Big shouts to my man FF, baby.
You know I love you.
Shouts Lost Flyer.
In my chest I would scream that from my soul. That's why I wrote I love you.
Shouts to Never.
Last breath that you left on the window to my soul. I love you.
Pineapple, what up, bro? It's a nice song to end the night with, man. I'm gonna break that joint off with a 90. I do agree, Josh. I think your vocals could be adjusted on that, man. Big shout out to my man FF rocking with us to the end. Big shout to my man Demi for the project. I gave it an 88. Big shouts to y'all. See you next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. I got a project coming at you next week, I believe, from my man Guilty Conscience. Didn't like the hook and the windows to my soul. Yeah, it was definitely not for the street folks, more for the the grown and sexy. Big shouts to the gang. I'll see you next week. Guilty Conscience has another project. We'll be back at you next week with the first listen. I'll catch you next Saturday. 84 from the homie FF. I'll go, what'd I say, 87? Something like that. Not bad. I like the vocals. The vocals were nice, but I don't know how many times I would listen to it. See you next week. Appreciate you, brother. I'm out.